So like you're setting up a show, and so like don't say my name over and over again while I'm trying to. It's like the most distracting thing ever.
Saying was?
Was.
I know.
I just need to type in the name of the show, and I'm like typing my name into where the show name
What if
is
we said
supposed to go.
Zal?
Yeah, that's way better. It like literally
Look at that.
feels
It's beautiful.
better.
Two clueless dudes.
Yeah, that's us.
There we go. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna point at you, and then it's gonna be showtime. You ready?
I love it when
Nice.
you point at me.
Put away your wiener. God,
Okay.
Turns me
God.
on.
Are you ready, Hank?
I'm
you feeling
ready.
it? You feeling the pressure?
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of Carnival. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
Hello, hello, hello. It is Friday. Or, as Kanye would say, it's Friday. Yay! Woo! We're going to have a great show. I am Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee, and I'm here with the
Hank.
and, of course, was allegedly.
Allegedly.
And we have a very, very special guest with us today, Ron Shipper. Woo! He is the Ron Jeremy of the custom apparel world.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, this guy.
Goes big or goes home.
And he'll do the dirty work.
Oh?
He'll do the dirty deed.
Welcome to Vegas.
Thank you. Not afraid to get my hands dirty.
That's right. Especially right now that's kind of like the only line of work. Everything else is still shut down, so you kind of got to go get your hands dirty.
Absolutely.
We
But-
talking about prostitution?
Yeah, well, you can use prostitution, just instead of using lotion, they're using hand sanitizer.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
That makes it totally
It's
fine.
Bernie.
Yeah, $20 is $20.
Yeah,
So
20 bucks
Bernie-
is $20, but I hate it when you do it after you shave.
Do you get drunk through your urethra?
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
that'd be interesting.
Science.
Yeah.
Yes.
What up, the
But I'm just
Duffster?
Guessing.
Be
Duff. What's good?
You won't have to worry about a head cold. That's okay, so we have so much to talk about today. I know that you have a very incredible little article of news that I want to get to. I know you've got some stuff on ghosts that I want to get to, but I'm going to start things off with a little juicy tip. Kevin Feige, who those who do not know who he is the head honcho of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
He is reportedly attempting to get Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine to do some appearances.
No, stop it. Just
Do you
like
want
end on a
some
bad note and go on.
Specifically in Doctor Strange 2.
That sucks.
I like it. Well, the whole thing is supposed to be about the multiverse of madness,
Okay.
right?
I
So
could
they're
buy it.
basically trying to, hilariously enough,
Hi, Krista.
howdy, they are doing what DC is trying to do, and they're going to probably do it first before DC ever gets a chance to release their Flash movie. Their Flash movie is supposed to be about alternate Batmans,
Right,
alternate timelines. Well, they've already been working on this for the last 10 years.
I mean, Marvel
So I just feel like,
is always out front, though. Like, DC's
Yeah.
always sitting in the back.
and I feel like DC had a chance to maybe move up on the whole multiple timeline thing first, had they just done it differently.
Well,
But-
they did it in their TV shows,
Yeah, they did it in the TV shows first.
and
I'll
it
give-
sucked.
Oh, actually, no, they didn't even do it first. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't do
Well,
Agents
actually,
of S.H.I.E.L.D. either.
I don't think they did alternate realities, though. I think they just did future realities. No, I think they did do alternate realities, too. Either way, I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
He's a huge Hugh Jackman fan.
Are you?
I am.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to like the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Greatest Showman, he's seen it like 20, 30 times.
I actually haven't seen that yet. I do want to see it. Have you seen it?
No,
It's a Disney movie. Why haven't we seen it?
it's not that great.
How do you know if we haven't watched it?
Well, I mean, it's called The Greatest Showman.
Well,
Have
don't
you seen
think
it,
that
Ron?
I have not seen it.
was?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Holy-
That Showman, Greatest Showman? Like, I've never heard of this. Is it
Oh, really?
Hugh Jackman? Is that
Yeah,
one
it's
of the
Disney
magician?
Plus.
Hugh Jackman and Zach.
Is this the magician one that's like the Prestige, but the not Prestige one?
No. No, I
Okay.
know what you're talking about.
Okay, right? Okay.
The Illusionist.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
It's got.
It's
What's
about a
his name?
circus, right?
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
a guy doing a circus. His name
Bonus
is
Prestige.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And-
Hugh Jackman was in that, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So
And then there's another guy, Zac Efron. Zac
cool.
Efron's in it.
So I had something related, but it wasn't. It's still not what you guys are talking about.
The real question is Dumbo in it? 'Cause if Dumbo's not in it, I'm out.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the
You
point?
can't have a
Dumbo
Disney
was
movie
pretty good, but this guy hasn't seen Dumbo because it's not live action.
because his ears are like Dumbo's.
A little bit.
Actually,
Yeah,
mine
just
are. Mine are worse.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
you guys.
Whoa! Don't be
Pockets.
disrespectful,
You
bro.
should
You got some
battle
bonkers.
them, like slap fight with your ears.
The Duffster loved Greatest Showman.
I have to check it out.
He's even got a Greatest Showman teddy bear.
Jeff, when we get to history's
He holds
mysteries,
tight at night.
I have a specific question just for you. So hang tight for that.
All right, so you had a very interesting story that I found to be very appealing. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
So I just saw
Yeah.
that New York City is allowing the swinger clubs to be back open with social distancing.
How do you do that?
Very carefully, my friend.
Yeah.
We're gonna put this up on our website later on. How to social
Talk-
distance at a swingers club.
Talk about wouldn't touch it with his 10-foot pole, 6-foot pole.
We just cut 4 feet off of it, and you're
You're
good to go.
Yeah.
no big
It's just
deal.
a bunch
You
of
have to
people.
stand in a circle and
Just a bunch of people playing handball.
Spoiler: our video is just like a how-to on how to drill a hole in a piece of plexi, and just like have a glory hole basically, but like a transparent plastic one.
Interesting.
That's the whole way that's legit. Like, isn't that the New York thing to do? Like right now, to
Well, I
social
mean, that would
distance it up?
definitely be safer, right?
Yeah.
Because the plexiglass, for those who don't know, plexiglass, it completely stops COVID-19 dead.
100%.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
100% stops it.
It's not very porous.
If you look, it's everywhere. Banks, grocery stores.
Yeah.
Clearly,
It's gotta be
plexiglass
everywhere. Plexiglass is amazing.
is something to do with the vaccination of
You ever seen the
COVID-19.
videos of the guy trying to throw the rocks to break the window, and it's plexiglass, and he winds up knocking his friend out, and then he throws the next rock, and he winds up knocking himself out?
Yeah, the brick just
Brilliant.
bounces right off.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I see Pinche's tacos up there, man. That was we've had Pinche's
times,
tacos a
Trevor.
lot, man. Fantastic.
Yes.
Let's get me off task on our sponsor here.
I think they should reopen them here in Vegas.
I
Because
think so,
there's
too.
there's a few. The Green
I've heard
Door,
the
the
Green
Red
Door,
Rooster.
Swingers Club, and you think that they should open?
Yeah,
with-
why not?
So how do you know they're not open?
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true. It's hard. It's hard to find It's hard to find somebody with a sign around their neck that says "closed for business." You know, I haven't
True.
seen that yet.
True.
Um,
So here's a good question.
all right, lay it on me.
So the strip clubs are closed, right?
Yes,
So
they
what are
I
all
have
these
no
girls
idea.
doing?
Oh well, they're working the strip.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's still people like around, kind
Yeah.
of.
No, they're
Okay.
probably doing like online courses for stripping.
That
Yeah.
would make sense.
How to stay fresh in
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Probably opened an OnlyFans.
I mean, they got to make money.
Etsy.
You know what?
Did they all
I'm
go
going to be
New-
honest. I'm going to be real honest. Prostitution is legal in every single county in Nevada, with the exception of 2.
Okay.
Clark County, which is Las Vegas,
Right.
and Washoe County, which is Reno Sparks.
Right.
If we can regulate it through the state, why in the hell could we not make a massive fortune just like they've done in the marijuana industry with the prostitution industry? Instead of arresting people, how about we get these people certified, checked, and let them work?
Amsterdam.
Boom.
Yeah, that's
Dumb.
basically what Amsterdam's a good example of that.
If you want to bring back tourism,
Yeah, that's the
That's
only
what
way
we
you're
do.
gonna have.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to legalize prostitution.
I ride you a long time, yeah.
Yeah,
like it.
that country. That's what.
That's-
How do you put that into a Pornhub search?
Yeah. how do you-
Where you get that voice? It's like one of the stands, like parentheses ends in stan.
Sultry Ukrainian voice.
Turkmenistan, Pakistan.
Yeah.
One of the stands.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Azerbaijanis. Okay. You like fast cars?
fast cars?
Yeah.
Fast women.
Sports cars?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I see you got your Mero out there.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer medium speed cars.
Medium speed, that's right. You got your Fit, right? Honda
Yes.
Fit, which I always confuse and think it's a Prius.
Yeah, no,
Which I
it's,
feel bad because Priuses are awful.
But Priuses are like
I'm not for
twice
sure
as-
if he disrespected your car or not.
Actually,
Did he just say that your car is a piece of shit or a double piece of shit?
no, he said that a car that costs twice as much as mine is a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So your
Because
car,
it costs
your
twice as
car,
much.
Okay, so I'm a good value proposition.
Dude, exactly. You went right for the value. You got a great car for the
Yeah.
value. You had great gas mileage. Well,
Well,
it just so happens that
Honda.
Koenigsegg
Oh, I love Koenigsegg's.
Regera
Yeah.
is in one single gear can go from 0 to 186 in one gear.
Yeah, doesn't that car only have 2 gears though? I think it's got a one of those transmissions that like
It has over 1,500
belty
horsepower,
no,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
stop it.
1,475 foot-pounds of torque.
No,
It can do 0 to 249
in oh shit
zero
seconds.
run from 0 to 249 back to 0 in a record-setting 31.49 seconds.
You're talking about breaking
The car
somebody's
can
neck.
reach 250 miles an hour in a single gear. Wow.
How do
So-
you not blow up the engine?
so this is where you realize you become your dad. And when you were like 20s, you go, dang, that was awesome. Now
Yeah.
you're older, you're going, where am I going to drive that?
And where in the hell could I drive that and
Yeah.
not get a fucking ticket?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a weird.
It's called a Mike. It's the. Can I talk about the transmission?
Oh yeah, yes. I
The
was
whole
saying,
trumpet, yeah.
that's-
So that it's a CVT. It's a continuously variable transmission. It's basically like a belt drive, but a metal one. Like Toyota had one of these, but it was like whiny. And the big problem with them is that like takeoff can't be as good, but they gear the takeoff and then go to the belt fella. So like you've got like a direct connection taking off, but then this belt can change the dimensions around the pulleys. These cone-shaped pulleys push against each other to change the gear ratio, basically.
And you could pull the belt off and beat your kids with it.
Perfect.
If they're bad.
It slices them up good too. It's all metal.
It's all metal.
Yeah, it's like one of those watches the band stretches and there's little metal pinchies all around. Like I don't know why that's a thing.
I'm
but
sorry, Daddy. I said one corn dog. But that is absolutely insane.
It is.
I wonder how much this car costs too. It's probably a gajillion
Oh my
dollars.
god!
like a house and a half.
I was,
Oh, easy.
No. I
I was going to ask that.
like a
and I was also going to
California
ask how
house.
many they make a year.
Yeah.
Would-
I think all the strippers
Probably
would
like-
have to combine their stripper revenue.
I'm sure this is like a limited to like 150 cars or something.
Oh, and this one because it's a
even
hybrid
have that.
too. You can have the electric torque for the takeoff, which that's helps you out
so
that town.
it's like
A
Tesla.
Lord trick.
Yeah, you get that Tesla takeoff, and then you have a 1,500 horsepower engine for the rest of that.
Jesus.
That is
Yeah.
nuts,
Could
right?
you imagine that?
It's certainly
Like, could you imagine that kind of
Capable.
horsepower?
No,
Nah,
bro.
I would-
when
I would
I
just,
had
like,
my
fly
Hyundai
off the road
Accent,
right
it had
away.
all of like 97 horsepower.
it's way too
And
much.
I was like, whoa.
And those squirrels were
Okay.
just
Yeah.
grinding away in the front.
Going
Yeah.
downhill, do that. My car.
Like, my Jetta does a sweet, like, 175, 180 horsepower.
This is dope.
You
Yeah,
know
which
what I
is
mean?
good for that little
And you're
pocket.
talking 1,500?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
Effing Christ.
They
It's
up
1.9 million, says the Duffster, for that car.
That's it?
That's a lot of money.
just $1.5 million. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like
1.9.
No, it's
Oh,
two.
okay.
Call it two. Call it two.
yeah.
Round up. You know,
That's
there's
that's
taxes.
Rolls Royce territory,
That's like
You know, you can only buy it in California, so the taxes is going to be way higher.
or Sweden.
Or Sweden, yes.
So does Floyd have one of these?
Oh, guaranteed, yes.
yeah.
You think, yeah.
That's like 300,000
He probably
lap
has
dances,
4 of
you
them.
know?
Probably. He's into Bogatas though. That's like
He's
his
got
thing.
all kinds of.
He's got a guy that
shit.
actually goes out and buys Bogatas for him.
Really?
Yeah, swear to
What?
God, that's his only job. I think it's his cousin or something like that. But yeah, he goes around. I saw this thing on it. He flies around to different parts of like Dubai and all those places, and just does nothing but buy his Bogata for him.
Wow. Must be nice.
Yeah, he's got
Wow.
like 20 of them.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's his only job is to go out and test drive these and buy them and bring them back to the U.S. for him.
He's going from Bugatti to Bugatum.
Yeah.
Bugatum!
Boo!
Speaking of boo,
Boo!
you had something scary you wanted to share us.
Yeah. So, you know, it is October.
Sure.
It's got
Sure it is.
the Halloween
You know, I believe you,
season. I mean, if
Maybe.
if you go to the Walmart, they're already doing Christmas and shit.
bro. It's been scary Halloween since fucking February.
Yeah.
Right?
It's been Halloween for a minute. Yeah.
So I got a couple little quick stories, and then I want to see what
Jay
you
Leno
have.
may have one of those. Yeah.
All right. So this one's called My grandmother saw an imaginary girl sitting beside me. So
Okay. Does she have on her bifocals? That's my first question.
I was home FaceTiming my cousin. Once she passed the phone to my grandma.
Is Nana Esther
That's-
95? That's what I want to know.
That's when my grandma asked, "Who's the girl sitting beside you?" And or she goes, "Is it so and so?" Tell them I said hello. I was home alone and scared shitless, and then I left the house. She thinks I had a friend over and was just refusing to say hello for her.
Oh,
Interesting, right?
they say that when you older you get, the more likely you are to like.
Have double
see
vision
dead people.
or be drunk.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
it's funny that you mentioned that. Maybe you have an explanation for this next one. An unseen person pushed me. I was a kid, probably 10 at the most.
Lactic acid buildup in the glutes.
I
Done.
remember leaning over the bathtub while running the water. I swear to this day, something pushed me in. I was the only person upstairs, and my sitter was downstairs, just the two of us. Thinking she did it, I grabbed a towel and ran downstairs, only to find my sitter asleep with the TV on. Nothing else out of the ordinary happened besides that on that night. But I know something gave me a slight push on my back while I leaned over the bath. I swear to God it happened. This is my story, and I'm effing sticking to it. It still freaks me out
Look.
to this day.
My pants have been shat several times, and I swear it wasn't me.
Every time I shat at myself, it was always me.
Is that-
Some ghost
is it
just
some mystery
deposited
ghost
it.
shitter?
Yeah.
That's the next best thing to a fart. You got to laugh about that.
Have you ever seen a ghost or something that you thought, like, maybe, maybe not?
My wife's sister swears that her grandfather lives in the house. Like, he's been gone for years. But she swears she sees him all the time, like tipping stuff over and all that. So,
Oh.
Hey,
well,
what?
she drinks a lot, but we weren't. We're not
So
talking
it
about
could
that
be
part.
accurate or it
yeah.
could not be
No,
accurate.
no,
So here's the
it's-
thing.
It's probably accurate.
Seeing things and drinking, they don't collide.
Yeah.
So, sure, on one hand, sure, seen and heard lots of stuff. But on the other hand,
Have you experienced?
my father was schizophrenic, and I probably am like prone to hallucination.
So you don't want to
Probably by
go
like
down
for
that
sure.
road.
Yeah, no, like I've seen all kinds of stuff. Definitely, that I definitely knew wasn't there.
But what about
Definitely
aliens? Do you believe in
wasn't there.
aliens?
I mean, it's a statistical thing that's like gotta be, but I don't know how much has visited us. Kind of.
Waz, I want to know the truth. Do you believe that there are aliens on the opposing side of the moon? Yes or no?
Thank you for being direct, Hank. I respect that. No, I don't.
I disagree with you, though.
That's fine.
Art Dizzle, do you think there's aliens? Do you think aliens exist? Blink 182 does.
Oh yeah.
You mean the guys from like Mexico and El Salvador and those kind of aliens? Or
Well, those those do exist as well.
okay,
We're talking extraterrestrial.
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, non-Earth ones.
Yeah, we're talking 80 Spielberg.
Oh.
I would have to say probably yes. I can't imagine we'd be the only out there in the whole. Come on.
That'd be very selfish of us.
Yeah, very selfish.
All right.
I know for a fact, aliens exist.
Did they take
He's
you up
been
in their
rogue.
space shuttle?
I've
Yeah.
watched documentaries.
Right.
Facty ones.
So
Facty ones.
I would like to be probed. That'd be kind of fun.
yeah,
Well, I mean, as long as they give you a happy ending, don't leave me hanging.
they call it a probation.
Probation.
Yeah, it's more about like how they go about it than like just if they do or don't. They gotta romance you first.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Buy me dinner or something. So
these humans before the probing.
the extraterrestrials kind of adds into the next kind of big news here.
Okay.
Vin Diesel,
Oh.
Yes.
the man, the myth, the legend. He is now talking about
Doing Fast
making
and the Furious 36.
3 more Riddick movies.
Really?
Yes. Do you remember Riddick?
I do.
It
I'm not
was-
for sure why they would do that.
That was the first one was, what was it called, like Pitch Black or something?
Pitch Black.
And it was all of it. And I thought that was really good. And the second one was actually really good. I don't remember the name of the second one. Let's see if I could.
Pitch Blacker.
Yeah, Pitch Black, which they said
Still
was
pitching.
Chronicles of Riddick. So
Still
apparently,
pitching.
Apparently, the Chronicles of Riddick bombed at the box office.
Oh man.
But I thought it was a really good movie.
It was okay.
I liked it. Did you see any of the Riddick
I
movies?
never. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you gotta see
I
those.
know, I
They're
know.
good.
There's other Chronicles.
It's okay.
Lots like Narnia.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Chron- the,
Saw
yeah,
Narnia.
the Chronicles of Narnia is okay.
Are you Games of Thrones guys? Game of Thrones people?
Just pluralize all
Games
of
of
it.
Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah.
My nephew is big
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
I'm not.
He's
I don't have anything to say. I
that's
couldn't
such a
get past
that's
the
such
first.
a Daenerys thing to say.
I couldn't get past the first episode. It was terrible.
You're into that though, right, Mike? You like?
I actually did watch. I did watch them all, and I will say the first season was unnecessarily vulgar, but and there's some other things that are pretty awful throughout the rest of it, but the story itself, at least from like season like 3, 4, 5, fantastic, dude. Wow, it's brutal. It's vicious. It's epic. It's got
Don't you hate it when people say that?
interesting.
The first couple seasons really suck. Once you
Right.
get
No,
through
dude,
it, you're gonna love it. Like
it's
how
not-
how in the hell do you start watching that?
It's
Yeah.
not so much that they suck. It's just that it can be a tough pill to swallow. You know what I mean? It's not for everyone.
So what kept you going then? That's what always
The
confuses
characters.
me.
The Promise.
Okay.
the character development.
promise.
Yeah. The
The promise of
the
something
character
new.
development for some of the main characters, because I'll tell you right now, Game of Thrones kills off just about everyone. So it's really hard for you to pin down who to follow. But once you do, and you find the characters that you really like, and you realize they're going to be around for a while, it's pretty awesome to kind of see their story come to life. Now, I do feel like they rushed it at the very end, because he hadn't the original writer J.R.R. Martin, he hadn't finished the book series. He was supposed to, he didn't. So they just kind of like, well, screw it, we're going to do our own thing. Then people were trying to guess it, and then I think they got too clever in their own heads and released basically a shit show and for the finale. But I bring that up
Jeff
to say,
says that he wouldn't mind some more Reddit.
yeah, I liked Riddick. I thought it was really good. And Judy says, hey,
Hey, Judy.
hi, Judy. Hi, Judy.
I apologize.
I mean, that's the
My
way she
friend.
typed it.
And yeah,
That's-
J.R.R. Martin got pissy when they had to move the story along without him. Well, what did you expect them to do?
Yeah.
So now they're talking about doing a prequel called House of the Dragon, which is going to be about the Dragon King prior, which was the crazy one that
Yeah.
all this stuff that happened. So they're and the guy who's going to be starring is a guy named Paddy Considine, who I actually don't know, but he kind of looks like a Guido, so I'm kind of excited.
You like those.
Guido's in space.
Cabsy.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and pay some yams?
All right, we're gonna pay some bills. Don't go anywhere.
Yam time.
Back in just a
Yam
minute.
time.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they're able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less.
800-918-7169. 800-918-7169.
If you like pina coladas.
Well, do you? Do you like pina colada? Because if you do, then you are going to love the new flavor from
Zip Fizz Energy. No sudden crash and calories. vitamin B, the healthy energy mix, Zip Fizz.
That's right. The geniuses, as I like to call them, over at Zip Fizz have done it again. They have made another fantastic flavor. We've been telling you for years about this powerful little energy mix that comes in a plastic tube. It gives you 3 to 4 hours of natural energy. All the flavors taste great, from the latest mango peach to fruit punch, grape, orange soda, orange cream, iced tea, lemon, grapefruit, pink lemonade, citrus, berry, and now pina colada. New taste, same great energy, no hard crash. Zip Fizz mixes are a healthy and convenient way to get your energy fix without having to suffer through any nasty taste. You'll definitely have a few of these around for those quick trips to the gym or those afternoon sleepies, as I like to call them.
Zip Fizz energy, no sudden crash, 10 calorie, low carb, vitamin B, the healthy energy mix, Zip Fizz.
What is Jessie Rae's Barbecue? Well, it's a tiny, unassuming place with a modest menu of platters, sandwiches, and house-made sauces. Located at 5611 South Valley View, by the smell alone, you're gonna know you're in the right place. Come try the award-winning slow-smoked ribs, chicken, pulled pork, hot links, and brisket. The sauce is also something to talk about, as you will want to eat it with every bite. Here's a tip. Their sauces are available for purchase. When people ask you, how do you like Jessie Rae's Barbecue? You'll say, like most people I know, I don't like it, I love it. Jessie Rae's Barbecue is 100% legit. Stop on by for a meal that will satisfy your barbecue-loving lips. Mention RadioVegas.rocks for 10% off your order. Jessie Rae's, located at 5611 South Valley View on the corner of Valley View and Russell. Come in, take a bite, find out why they're so award-winning.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rocks.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
That's right. Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
The cluelessest.
We back.
And I just want to say during the off time, good old Waz here mentioned that, drinking like the Mike Tartar, it's like the opposite,
opposite
Taco Bell
coupon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you want to go get Jack in the Box.
Oh.
And I will say, most of the times when I get completely hammered,
Yeah.
Jack in the Box is what immediately, they're tacos.
They have it all.
Their tacos
have
when
it
you
all.
are drunk are like a godsend. Like, I don't think anyone can make anything that can equate. Now, when you have them when you're sober, you're like, why is this in my mouth?
It makes you want to get drunk before you finish it.
Right, yeah. You're like, hold on, I gotta go get a 40.
Yeah. I'm not prepared for this.
I'm not ready.
That's when you get Jack in the Box's eggs. Just anything with their eggs. I don't know what they're doing for those chickens, but those Jack in the Box eggs, they taste like something that was loved and treated nicely before it was slaughtered.
I can't eat the McDonald's McMuffins and the McGriddles.
Yeah, too much
cannot-
torture.
Fantastic.
If I eat them, I get immediately
Me too.
You got the Squirties?
horrible, awful, obnoxious gas.
Just the sausage does that to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
sauce-
bacon ones
sausage-
are
so
okay.
nasty.
Yeah, I make sure to never get the sausage.
And,
only
and
the
most
bacon.
of the times when you go on an airport, that's the only thing that's open. So now here I am with the 2 McMuffins in my gut, sitting on an airplane tube with recycled air, just letting it all hang out.
And going, oh, who did that?
Yeah. Good thing everyone's got masks now.
Speaking of drunk food,
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
remember when White Castle's opened up
Oh
on the
my
strip?
God.
And the line was down past
the
like the
roof.
Venetian.
Yes.
And then everybody remembered why they stopped eating it in the first place.
Because it smells the same way coming out as it does going in.
Yeah. So then about 3 weeks later, you couldn't even get a line out the door. It's
Wow.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
No
Probably
kidding.
because people had that type of a reaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember now.
So
Wow.
shitty.
The new mini tacos are pretty dope.
You guys still though? I'll take some White Castle right now.
White
I
Castle's
wouldn't turn it
amazing.
down.
I've
Real
never
talk.
eaten like regular made White Castle. I've just had like the ones you put in the oven, or the
That's not
microwave
the
or
same.
whatever it is.
That's not the same.
Those- I love
You've
those
never
too,
had
though.
the actual. So this is a funny story.
Where I come from, they're called belly bombers for that purpose.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
So my store was at Casino Royale, right? And they opened up the one right there. And when they were testing the food, all the employees, they kind of used them as a guinea pig.
Oh, yeah.
And so a lot of the the janitors and the security guards. You always saw them downstairs
Yep.
in the bathrooms going,
Oh my god.
didn't quite get the batter right.
Damn. Oh, dude,
That's a
that'd be
gig,
awful.
though. You get free,
But
like,
free eats.
and time off when they
You know what?
poison you.
Free eats for some Hershey sweets.
It's funny you bring that up because that just reminds me of my past life when I was a police officer. And we'd respond with fire trucks, but the fire trucks would always stop and we'd keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're like, oh, we're the brave ones. So one day I was asking him, I was like, why y'all always like way back there? I'm like, the action's up there. I'm like, well, we don't come in until we find out whether or not you guys are going to fall down or not. And if you guys fall down, we don't go. If you guys are standing up, you radio us in and we'll come in. I was like, damn. But if you think about it, next time you look, there will never be a fire truck and a police car right next to each other. The cop car will always be first.
I was first. So,
All right.
more juicy news here.
Juicy.
Robert Downey Jr., he wants to start a Sherlock cinematic universe.
Really?
Yes. Now, I don't exactly know what that would look like,
I was going to say, what does that exactly mean?
but I do know that they're doing. He is returning for Sherlock Holmes 3.
Okay.
That is in the works right now. But he wants to call it a mystery verse.
Okay.
And apparently he has spent time talking to the people that own the rights to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's nipple socks. So that's very cool. And they're trying to do like spin-offs that will materialize on like HBO or HBO Max, probably with some boobies in it.
Yes.
Netflix just dropped, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Netflix just dropped Enola Holmes. And Enola Holmes is supposed to be like Holmes' sister.
Oh.
And she's like younger. It's the lady who plays Eleven
Okay, yeah.
from
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Did you see Stranger Things?
I did.
Loved Stranger Things. Last season is debatable on whether or not it was even good. But she is playing Enola Holmes, and Henry Cavill is playing Sherlock Holmes, which means he is the first. I think he's the first Sherlock Holmes to be in a movie about a Holmes that's not about him.
Sherlock.
Yeah,
This sounds like a lot of realty to me.
yeah, lots.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of real estate.
And where does Holmes where does Watson fit into this?
Yeah, where is Watson? Well, I don't know. I would assume they're doing. I assume Watson's got to be hanging around somewhere. You know.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
mean,
have that
sure.
guy.
You got to have that guy.
Gotta have that guy. That's right.
You got to have that guy, which is Jude Law, right? Jude Law. Yeah.
Yes.
Who I like Jude Law. Did you ever see Gattaca?
Yeah. Gattaca's awesome. Everything
Great
with
movie.
Jude Law is awesome. Have you seen I Heart Huckabees?
Love I Heart
Yeah.
Huckabees.
Yeah.
If you have not seen those, go out and watch I Heart Huckabees. Go watch Gattaca. Have you seen Gattaca?
No.
No. Gattaca is a dystopian future where they've been able to basically take a lot of the genetic defects out of you at birth.
Really?
However, and you basically use your genetic code to pay for things and to get things, and it tells you what you're going to do and where you're going. And there are people that basically weren't able to get that genetic transformation, so they buy their way in. They have ways of like sneaking their way into that system and basically living a double life. It's pretty cool. I liked
Yeah.
it. It was
How would
pretty
you
awesome.
explain I Heart Huckabees? That's a fun
You
movie to
can't.
explain. I think I can.
Okay, do it.
I think people slip on the fact that that's also
It's a
a
Mark Wahlberg
dystopian movie too. But it's like a dystopian city, like world of like a future marketing and like a corporation being like a weird culture.
Yeah.
But also this other layer of people being so like lost spiritually that they like pay psychologists to send them on like this mind game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
And it's a comedy.
And is ready to fight. Mark Wahlberg's in that.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's amazing
Mark
in it
Wahlberg
too.
is awesome.
He actually really is. Like, I got to give the dude credit. The guy does some amazing.
I like how
incredible
you looked
things.
at me when you said it.
I know
You're not
he
a
doesn't
big
like.
fan?
No,
I'm a fan of his movies, but when
he liked Jordan Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Lone Survivor. He's got a couple good movies, but the problem is when he talks to people and he does interviews, the guy is dumb as fucking rocks. He's dumb as shit.
But, hey, you know
So
what? People
it's-
got poodles.
yeah.
It's difficult
Some people
to.
test poorly.
I mean, if Will Ferrell answers every single question directed towards you, there's got to be a problem.
True.
Okay, so my thing with Mark Wahlberg, he's a fantastic actor, and that's about it.
Oh no, he's
Dumb.
really good in the gym.
Dumb.
True. Okay.
Well, he used to rap really well
You guys, you're
back when I
forgetting
was a kid.
He has a family heritage of excellent cheeseburgers.
It's
They've
true.
built a whole restaurant franchise.
We
over that.
actually cooked up some of those Wahlburgers
Oh.
in here. They're really good. You can get them in the grocery store.
Yeah, he's multi-talented.
Enemy
as
at the
far
Gates
as
Enemy
was
at the
great
Gates was a
also.
good movie.
Fantastic movie.
when it comes to
Matter
job
of fact,
talents,
it's on Netflix right now.
he's got him.
Netflix or Hulu?
Enemy
got
at the
it,
Gates,
yeah.
you said?
Enemy at the
Okay,
Gates.
so
Have you
make
seen
sure.
that? Who else is in that? Who's the other? Who's the white guy?
Oh, Lily. I'm spacing the name
yeah,
on.
I can't remember.
That's Lily in that.
Rachel Weisz. Is she in that too?
But you gotta admit, Ted was funny.
Ted's funny. I like Ted. Ted 2 is good.
I didn't see Ted 2 actually.
You didn't see
Yeah,
Ted 2?
It was.
Ted 2's
It
great.
was like Ted 1.
Sorry, Lily Tomlin.
Oh, it's Lily Tomlin.
Killer Lily Tomlin.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
it's-
oh,
it's
and
a
I heard,
Hercules,
I
yeah.
heard
I,
Hercules.
I
Yeah, yeah.
my vision of Mark Wahlberg is that's probably him in reality. 'Cause he's
Probably.
probably got a fucking teddy bear that he talks to.
Probably does.
Yeah.
And he definitely has a Brady fetish.
Well, for all the Batman fans out there, I have some unfortunate news.
Oh no, Patterson got fired as Batman.
It has been moved back.
Why?
All right,
have-
thank goodness it wasn't the worst. Patterson's still in.
They have delayed it from October 1st of 2021, which was actually when it was scheduled to be released. It's now set for March 4th of 2022.
You know
so
what?
They pushed it back almost 2 years.
Here's the problem. You gotta make sure that the fancy glittery Batman suit is just right. You don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, you don't rush that, or you get that
Well,
Clooney problem. Remember?
There's
Yeah.
some other
So controversial.
There's some other pretty significant shifts here. The Wachowski-directed Matrix 4
Oh,
is bowing several months earlier than expected. The upcoming sci-fi thriller, which sees the return of Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, has
really?
been
Trinity
set to
comes
open April 1st of 2022. Was set to open April 1st, 2022, and is now debuting on December 22nd of 2021.
Are there going to be
Oh.
movie theaters by then?
Yeah, because AMC gone, Regal
AMC,
gone.
I'm not. I don't. You know what? Before
Drive-ins,
all
bro,
of this
coming
stuff
back.
happened, Mike and I would kind of make this a thing
Yeah,
that
we
we would
love
go
it.
watch a movie every week, at least one,
Right.
and then we would review it on air.
Yeah.
But
can't
it
do
got
that.
to the point where you can't go to the movie theater, so then we started doing TV shows.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happened since then, but
Yeah.
yeah.
we,
It's not the same, but we have a really nice drive-in here.
So the studio
Yes.
plans
Just
to
cool
release
its own way.
2 yet to be announced films on June 3rd of 2022 and August 5th of 2022. In turn, The Flash, starring Ezra Miller, vacated its June 3rd, 2022 slot and moved to November 4th of 2022, which means that they will not actually have a movie out until 2022.
Two.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me, DC.
It's worth the wait. No, take your time, DC. Take your time and do
yeah,
it right
please,
for once.
please do it. Please take your time. First, let me be able to stomach how terrible it's going to be.
Right now, we still have to
Yeah.
worry about. We still have Wonder Woman 1984 to live through.
I'm not.
That comes out on
I'm
December
not.
25th
I gotta see that
of
shit.
this year. As of right now, it comes out December 25th of this year.
I'm tired of DC, bro. I'm done. When Batman comes out, obviously, I
I know.
will watch it.
I can't not see the Batmans. Everything
Yeah.
else DC is troublesome.
I can't not watch Batman. That's
The
ridiculous.
only one that has no date right now that I'm kind of surprised is Candyman. Candyman was originally slated
don't
for
say it two
October
more
16th.
times.
and they took it out.
You guys, can I enlist the help of you and your fans on something? It's
Of course.
Batman related. So I'm working on this premise. I need all your input. The premise is that I'm opposite Batman. So the only thing that's the same is like I'm up all night, but I'm not leaving the house and fighting anything. I don't have a bunch of money.
That's good. Okay.
One of my parents is
So
still
like
alive.
you're like Robin then,
Yeah.
ish.
No, because I'm
Bizarro Batman.
I'm still like a creature of the night and like not messing with anybody. I'm just like totally not messing with anybody.
Well, you could be like cat, not woman.
Or like half man, half Batman. Like I'm definitely like half opposite Batman. No, I'm going full opposite Batman for this premise. Throw me your tips. Here's the thing. What else is opposite Batman?
Joker.
Wouldn't opposite
That lady?
yeah, I was gonna say it'd be
Yeah.
like you'd be doing crime.
I'm like a pig. Like just
Well, what else is maybe you're like a possum man.
yeah.
They're nocturnal. And they don't
Totally.
do much.
Yeah, I'm just not leaving the cave.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone knows another thing. Everyone knows my identity. My identity is super not secret. So
Are
it's
you
like-
rich?
No, completely, totally broke. Yeah, so.
So
that's
you would need to
opposite
be
too.
like Nicolas Cage in Kick-Ass.
Okay, but no fight criming. No
None.
fight criming. No, just stuff
Well,
just happens.
he really didn't do
Completely
much
passive.
though. It was the girl that did all the crime.
Do you have a
fighting.
wife?
Yeah, she can fight crime.
Okay. Kids?
No,
No
No.
kids.
But I got a dog.
no.
Dog? Does he
Not
fight
now,
crime?
right? You sold the last one, I think.
Yeah, I'm petless right now. Yeah. Is there something we could do with the butler? Like, what's opposite Batman? But like,
Get
my
the
butler's
butler.
my butler's Brian Gibson, so it's like this young silly guy.
There you perfect. There you go. Okay. So Keanu Reeves, we've talked a little bit about Keanu Reeves.
Matrix 4. I like that.
He is they're apparently trying to tap him for something else. Disney is.
Really?
Yeah, put him in everything. Make him the new Nick Cage.
There's they're trying to get things started to see if he would be interested, and it's something your wife would probably be interested in knowing. They're trying to see if Keanu Reeves would like to be Darth Revan for a Knights of the Old Republic movie, which
How-
would be dope.
Yeah. How can you say no to that?
Yeah, I hope he considers. I
Like
mean,
this.
he's older. That's my only thing.
He
is-
just did Bill and Ted's like
yeah, the geriatric.
Was
years.
it any
Yeah.
good?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Well,
I know it kind of came and went.
yeah.
So speaking of superhero movies, Craig Robinson, who is from The Office, he's also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He plays the bad guy. He was also in Hot Tub Time Machine. He's the black guy in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's musical too.
And Andy Samberg are to star in a movie about weed-fueled superheroes.
Yes, awesome.
I think that could be a lot of fun. I'm not a big
I'm for
pot
it.
guy, but I really liked Pineapple Express. I thought that was a really good, real decent movie. Real funny.
good, so decent.
Ryan Reynolds, he's got a movie coming out called Free Guy.
Cool.
Have you guys seen that?
No, but Ryan Reynolds.
So basically, it is it's like a MMO, right? It's like this world's an MMO, and it's like GTA, and people can just do whatever they want in this free world.
Oh, fun.
Well, there's one specific character in the game that seems to come up with its own free will and consciousness and doesn't realize that it's a video game and is basically trying to live out his life. And it's so interesting. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I love that premise.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, I think it kind of reminds me of, what was that one? Truman Show.
Yeah.
Sounded tremendous.
Deep.
Yeah, deep.
Deep.
So this is another reason why I asked you guys about aliens. We talked about ghosts a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, aliens are alright.
Have you heard this?
Yes.
In an FBI document, there are claims that Nikolai Tesla was actually from Venus.
I
Well,
love
better
this.
from being from Uranus.
I have such a good reaction to this.
Yeah.
I've been saying for like a couple years now that we should be looking at Venus more than Mars
Yeah, I agree.
because everyone's a surfacist. We think, oh, the surface of Venus is so hot and so awful and so high pressure, but there's a cloud layer that's like an ocean that we could just float on, and that's actually relatively Earth-like compared to anywhere else in the world. It'd just be like a sea world, just a kind of a thinner sea. We'd still float on it. We can get fuel, we can get oxygen, we can get water out of it.
Ah, there
So
you go.
what's to say something couldn't have already been living there?
Couldn't already did it.
And what if it's a little tiny thing that can ride inside a human being flesh robot contraption?
Ed Harris, thank you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who are we saying might be an alien? Oh, Tesla. Yeah, he might
Nikolai
have been
Tesla. So
a
apparently,
flesh suit with a robot in it, like
a-
robot.
Well, you know,
alien.
Grace
in a
can do that.
declassified FBI
Boom.
document entitled Interplanetary Sessions Newsletter and dated June 14th, 1957, there is a paragraph which claims, quite bizarrely, that Tesla came from the planet Venus. It says,
Perfect.
It quotes, "The space people have visited Tesla engineers many times," it reads, "and have told us that Tesla was Venusian, brought to this planet as a baby in 1856 and left with Mr. and Mrs. Tesla in a remote mountain province which was at that time Yugoslavia."
Can I correct something I said earlier?
Yes.
Producer confession. So when you were saying, like, how do you feel about aliens and stuff, and I was like, nah, no aliens or whatever, I totally wasn't thinking about this solar system. So, like, nearby aliens, yeah, for sure. Carry on.
I like it.
Perfect sound for that.
So, let's see here. Wrote a book about Tesla's life and had received information on him through a device that he had developed in 1938 to facilitate interplanetary communication.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, you know, if it can communicate on Earth, it can get to nearby planets, not too bad.
So this apparent revelation was allegedly received by someone named Margaret Storm, who, according to the file, had been assigned to work with the space people. She had been tasked with writing a book about Tesla's life and had received information on him through a device that he had developed in 1938 to facilitate interplanetary communication. So they're saying that this already exists. Interplanetary, intergalactic, planetary.
When you think about it, we already could, like, talk to people on the moon and on the Mars, and, like, the Voyager spacecraft left the solar system with us, still communicating with it.
That's true.
So we've been talking interplanetary for a good minute.
It's true.
Phone home.
Phone at home. Yosh!
I see space people.
All I know is, like, if there really is a race of, like, ETs, I really feel like they need to hit the gym.
Of course there is.
That's just all I'm saying.
You know, listen, they're grays. They're very small, structured, bodied individuals.
No, those are Oompa Loompas.
No, they're grays. I know what I'm talking about. I've watched Ancient Aliens.
Grays have more Asian genetics than white people genetics, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And why do they always make them green on TV?
Oh, that's completely false.
That's
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
gamma.
That's-
It's like a correction on the camera they're not doing.
That's actually the reptilians, and they look like reptiles. So
But they can take the form of the grays. They
Yeah,
can
but see, this is the thing.
But-
Everyone
no,
like
no, no, no.
cats,
The grays are the shapeshifters.
Once every 100
Oh,
years,
I thought they were
But
both shaped.
they have a
Everyone's
meeting.
shaped
No, no, no.
as us.
and one of each color
At
come together and
CES?
form the Power Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, that's what happens.
Everything is
Yeah, but if
shapeshift
you
for
drive
us,
down the
we're
street and you see,
primitive.
like, alien jerky or
Yeah.
whatever, it's
Oh,
it
that's
was
definitely
green.
real.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
not
always,
made of
it's always a
alien,
green
though.
man, right?
Yeah, with little black eye.
Yeah.
What if they dyed the alien jerky green? That'd make you'd never know if it went bad.
Yeah, you'd never know, right? That's half the mystery then. Not even is it from outer space, or is it actually still good?
You will never know.
We'll never know. All right, should we pay for some yams?
All right, we're going to buy some toilet paper. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah, we're doing it. Toilet
Moments
paper.
CBD is a local business in North Las Vegas with essential natural CBD products that helps with pain, anxiety, inflammation, and so much more. Their team of experts can help you with all your CBD needs. Moments CBD also carries washable medical masks and hand sanitizer with 70% alcohol, vitamin E, and aloe. Moments is having an amazing deal for June. 50% off all immune-boosting CBD products for you and your pets. Mention the Radio Vegas Rocks ad for the special. Located on 1311 West Craig Road at the Home Depot Shopping Center. Call 702-463-1616 for more info. They care about your health.
Now is a great time to replace your worn-out windows during the Renewal by Andersen 25-year savings event. Upgrade your home today. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th one free. Plus, get 12 months with no interest, no money down, and no payments. Call now. Get 4 windows and get the 5th one free. Installation and warranty included. Renewal by Andersen takes every CDC recommended safety precaution to protect your family. For 25 years, people have trusted us for their window replacement needs, and you can too. Call now to learn about our buy 4, get the 5th one free window replacement offer.
800-245-1372. 800-245-1372. 800-245-1372. That's 800-245-1372.
Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid in full within 12 months. Other conditions apply. We've adjusted our operations to serve you safely following all CDC guidelines. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for details.
Hey, Chuck. Oh, hey, Mike. So listen, the gang is hitting the bar after work. You want to come with us?
No can do, bro. The wife is picking me up and we're going to hike up the Devil's Rectum.
You gotta be kidding me. By the time you get all the way home and change, you'll never make it up there in time.
I don't have to go home. I'm just going to wear what I have on.
You can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khakis.
These aren't khakis. They're 5'11s.
It don't matter how tall you are. You still can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khaki pants, you moron.
These are 5'11 pants. You know, 5'11 tactical.
They don't make khakis. They make stuff for cops and firefighters in the military.
And everybody else. Check it out.
Holy crap. I had no idea they made all this stuff.
It's all there at 511tactical.com. You know my motto.
You have a motto?
Play hard and look good doing it.
Okay, that's just stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid.
You're stupid.
511 Tactical. Play hard and look good doing it. Shop now by clicking the 511 banner on our website, radiovegas.rocks.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the radiovegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our radiovegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on radiovegas.rocks app.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the
Take your pants off. I don't know why you always gotta say take your pants off.
Because he fits into everything.
Like it's take your pants off.
It's empowering.
Yeah.
Take your pants off.
So you can use that in any music song. Anything. You gotta take your pants off.
Take your pants off.
And
okay.
taco.
Okay. Oh, I love tacos.
You need a Taco Bell.
There's so many different tacos you could have. All right, so we're gonna go straight to History's Mysteries, and then what's next after that? We'll figure it out.
Take your pants off.
Yeah,
We're gonna take our fucking pants
We're taking our
off.
pants off. Woo!
History's Mysteries. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
All right. So the way we do this is History's Mysteries.
Okay.
All right. It's history from way back when.
Okay.
From this week.
Okay.
All right. So.
Did you hit the History's Mysteries button?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you miss it?
Oh, we might not have had it on the speakers in the studio for a second.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Trust me, they heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little sound in the studio I'm tracking down, but you guys probably don't hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
1932. Babe Ruth's legendary bat call points his bat to center field before taking 2 strikes, then repeating it a third time before homering into Wrigley Field's bleachers in the 5th inning, Game 3 of the World Series. New York Yankees would go on to win 7-5 and ultimately the World Series. Do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, but he does the point.
Yeah.
But wait, so he pointed and then missed twice?
Well, he took 2 strikes. I don't think he
hadn't
swung.
He waited
just
to
stood
swing.
there and yeah.
He just took
That's
2.
how arrogant. Like, I
Yeah,
got
pretty
this.
much.
Yeah.
But, so
well, okay. So in all fairness,
baseball fields haven't grown, have they? I mean, they're still all the same size.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, ish.
So I'm just saying, like, Babe Ruth was not exactly what you call a pinnacle of health, but the man could knock it out the park.
Well, it was claimed that he hit this particular home run over 400 feet, which is incredible.
Yeah.
It knocked it into the second.
It's almost unbelievable. Like
second
$3.99, I get.
Yeah,
you know,
400.
You're ridiculous.
That's just
ridiculous. Yeah, movies have been made because of the bat call.
Called the 400-foot movie.
Yes. Busted. You got it. What a dick. 1895. The first comic strip printed in a newspaper, The Yellow Kid, created by Richard Outcault, was initially published in the New York World.
Oh, interesting.
1895. First comic strip.
1895, the first comic strip.
First comic strip.
We didn't get bored enough to start doodling until 1895. Let that sink in.
Yeah, 1895.
But Japan was doing comics way sooner, right? Like comicking, oversimplifying art to the point of it getting
Since,
comic-y.
Listen,
Since,
my
like, before Christ.
investigative journalist didn't give me that much of the information.
And this was just like a comic strip in a place, like a publication. There's
They had
like
a-
comics before that.
Pre-AD, they had a comic strip called Gouda Buddha.
There's lots of clicks in it.
1962, Johnny Carson hosted his first The Tonight Show with Joan Crawford as his guest.
That's awesome. Do you remember him?
Absolutely.
I do. I remember Johnny Carson.
Absolutely.
I'm fortunate enough to say that I can remember seeing Johnny Carson when he was still on the air.
Yeah?
Actually,
Why do you call it unfortunate?
No, I said that I am fortunate.
Oh, okay. My fault.
I like Johnny Carson.
1919, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson had a stroke while promoting the League of Nations in Colorado, leaving him partially paralyzed and unable to continue the campaign. He died just 3 years later.
That's crazy. Yeah. WW. He's the beginning of the www.com.
Yeah.
You know?
But just
that's why there's the
two
three
of the
W's.
Yes, it's true.
But the first two were Woodrow and Wilson.
When Tim Berners-Lee was finalizing the whole infrastructure for what would be the World Wide Web, he thought, hey, Woodrow Wilson is someone else that I'm definitely honoring purposefully with this.
With this WW.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
That's the president that saw that there would one day be an
Woodrow
internet.
Wilson Wood.
It's like one day there's going
.com.
to be pipes interconnecting all of our homes that will carry away the sewage.
That's my guy.
He saw the internet. And
He
it's
knew
the
it.
future, yeah.
He talked to the Venusians.
Wow.
2009, Stan Lee Day declared by the County of Los Angeles and the City of Long Beach.
Woo! Stan Lee was the man.
Powerful Stan Lee, yeah.
The unfortunate
Stan Lee was the man
passing
Lee.
of Stan Lee.
He was 93
Yeah, he lived a pretty fantastic life.
and
huh?
was completely and
And
utterly
still-
taken advantage of. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
He was basically robbed blind by not only his family, but by his manager, who even was taking his blood and trying to sell it online.
Wow.
Really?
To make money. He bought like a $4 million condo
Wow.
in his name. I mean, just robbed. He managed to sue. That was like the last thing. I think he won the settlement. The guy got arrested.
Wow.
And that was like the last thing that happened, like pretty much before he decided to, kick the bucket.
Wow.
I know he was in a cameo on every movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says his biggest regret was selling Marvel when he did for as little as he did.
Yeah.
That's what
believe
he
that.
said.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can too.
Oh boy, here we go. 2016, Kim Kardashian was tied up, gagged, robbed at gunpoint of $10 million worth of jewelry from her hotel room in Paris.
Dang.
Wow.
That's a lot of jewelry. That's
Was
a lot
this the hubby that did it? Was it a kinky thing that they were doing?
I know,
like if I were to bust in to steal that and it was Kim Kardashian, I'd be like, hey girl.
Yeah.
What you
I was gonna rob from you, but you wanna go out?
Yeah.
Wanna get something to eat?
Did you
I
say
know where
this
there's a
was-
White Castle.
Yeah.
Did you say that was Paris Hilton?
You look juicy.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim
Oh,
Kardashian.
I thought you said Paris Hilton. I was like,
Paris Hilton. That's
hot.
That was my jam back
You
in
know
the
what,
day.
bro?
Yeah, people
I'll
were
be-
too hard on her.
I know.
No. Let me be real
she's
with
gorge.
you.
Yeah, she's a strong
are
business
a
person
damn
too.
lie. Let
She
me
is.
tell you
She's
something.
super smart.
I got an opportunity to meet her. Thank you.
Yeah.
At Cosmopolitan.
Well, she was probably drunk and
She
Yeah,
was
didn't you say
drunk.
she was
out of her
super
mind.
nice?
She was drunk, coked out of her mind. She looked like she'd been hit by a damn postal truck, run back over and hit again.
Wow.
Run back over and hit one more again.
But wasn't she cool?
Oh yeah, she was hella cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she didn't know where she was. She didn't know what city, state, or zip code, or probably even
hey, she was living the life.
her grandpa's life, I guess.
She was living
No,
the
but
she
she
was living
ran
the
with
White
that.
Castle way, bro.
Her grandfather didn't do her massive marketing that got her where she was.
WWWD. What would Woodrow Wilson do?
Yeah.
Woodrow Wilson.
You heard?
I heard she's actually suing the school she went to. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
For all the sexual
like
and
apparently they were making her escort and all kinds of stuff
yeah,
when she was younger.
Real naughty shit.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have known that. And I wish I would have had money. But that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Move on.
1849, American author Edgar Allan Poe was found delirious in a gutter in Baltimore, Maryland, under mysterious circumstances.
Who?
It was the last time he was seen in public before his death.
Who?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, really? Somebody found him beaten up?
No.
Is that what you just said?
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said 1849, American author Edgar Allan Poe was found delirious in a gutter in Baltimore, Maryland, under mysterious circumstances.
Oh my God, this is pretty much exactly how we met Gallagher.
Nice.
Yeah, he was deliriously drunk at the Palms Casino, went at the trash bag, and he popped his head up, and his hair was all disheveled, and he go, "Hey, I'm Gallagher, buy me a drink." I was like...
Even Duff says Paris Hilton's probably the most annoying person he's ever had to deal with.
So, Hank, was this around 2010 by chance?
What's that?
This Paris Hilton thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect, because she was disheveled because she had just been, probably arrested on cocaine charges with Cy Waits. Because in 2010, Cy Waits was about to take over Excess nightclub, and then he didn't get the gig because he got pulled over with a bunch of coke with Paris Hilton. Then later on, I worked with this guy on stuff that's not under NDA anymore, so I can talk shit, on this giant $1 million LED sphere to hang in this nightclub in Miami. This nightclub was open for 2.5 months.
Dang, that's it.
It was such
I
a
signed an agreement too.
Bro, is he looking to get rid of it?
Yeah, this is
we'll
past
take
the
it.
NDA. No, you don't want to take it because it wasn't done.
Oh.
When this thing was unwrapped in our warehouse in Las Vegas at the time, the panels peeled off of it
What up, Ron Kennedy?
like a bloomin' onion at Outback. The LED panels were just peeling off of it like it was sunburnt. They didn't mount
Coked
them
out
right.
Paris Hilton.
It's all glued together.
That's
was
like a
gonna buy
perfect
excess.
sentence. Coked out Paris Hilton.
Coked out
It goes
Paris
together
Hilton.
so
It's hot.
well.
Still hot, yes.
1913,
It's hot.
U.S.
Do you remember
federal
her
income
album?
tax was signed into law by President Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, WW again.
There he is.
He's back.
Bringing us taxes.
1%
This is his week.
income tax.
1%.
1% in 1913.
1913?
So what did they do before that?
Before they had income tax?
Yeah.
Well, they had the I don't know. I know they had.
Well, that's slavery.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then
I mean,
before that,
there
they
were
had
other taxes.
Cheaper
they
labor.
had the Queen and the King.
Yeah, that was the tea tax.
You would tax commerce instead of taxing people's income.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that's kind
Yeah,
of a double
commerce
tax.
tax has always been there.
Yeah, the tax is already getting levied while people are making and losing money. So the income tax was another thing on top of the moving
Ryan
of the
Katz.
of the things.
The BK broiler.
Might be full show on that, but
1945.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley's
Boom.
first public appearance at the age of 10 in a talent show at the Mississippi Alabama Dairy Show, where he sang Old
Peanut butter,
Shep,
banana time.
won second place, and earned $5.
Dude, $5 back then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
for,
that was
for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, especially for a
Yeah,
10-year-old.
yeah.
you could buy a Nissan for that back then.
Oh, bro.
Right?
Totally.
Datsun.
A Versa Note.
A Versa note.
So I wonder what happened to the guy that was number one. Did he ever become something?
Datsun.
Well,
I got that,
the Clintons killed him.
Yeah, it makes sense.
1974, serial killer Ted Bundy found Nancy Wilcox in Salt Lake City, Utah. Eyewitness last saw her get into Ted Bundy's yellow Volkswagen Beetle. Unfortunately, her body was never located.
Wow. So this guy, Ted Bundy, he got away with a lot, and he escaped prison twice. Isn't that incredible? He escaped twice and then still went off and killed more people after he escaped. And then again tried to say it wasn't him. Bro, the cities you escaped to is where all the killings are happening, and you escaped prison. And then you kill more people. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're guilty.
I believe he's innocent.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, poor coincidental thing.
He probably wrote a book called If I Did It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd gone and did it. 1993, the Battle of Mogadishu. In the attempt to capture officials of warlord Mohammed Fahar Adid,
I need to get you. I need.
His organization in Mogadishu, Somalia, 18 soldiers and approximately 1,000 Somalis were killed in a very heavy gunfight. A movie was made about this incident. Name it.
It was no Somali event.
The movie was
It was
Flubber.
It was
Flubber. Wasn't it the Blood Diamond?
No, what?
Blood
Who?
Diamond.
Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond.
What is that about?
Somali stuff?
Smalley? No, I didn't say Smalley. I said Somali.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
The second Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jeff, help him out.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
What's this 1993 battle? There's a movie called.
The movie Stealth.
Is that Captain Phillips?
No. To this day, before Rangers finish their school,
I'm the captain now.
They
Get
must
down.
run the Mogadishu Mile before finishing with their school.
This is Hotel Rwanda.
Is that what it is? Hotel Rwanda?
No.
Oh.
A river runs through it.
No.
Dances with wolves.
The Notebook.
The Bodyguard.
Unfortunately, it takes.
Debbie Does Dallas.
What's that Sharon Stone movie where she in the lake?
The teacher.
Oh, Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
The teacher.
Michael Douglas was a lot.
Yes,
I was
Duff
gonna
is
call it-
right.
I was going to call it
Black Hawk Down.
Dangerous Wieners. Black Hawk
That'd have
Down.
been my next guess.
Yeah, easily. We were working our way that way.
You were getting there.
We just hadn't reached
1995.
the animals yet.
Former NFL running back and now Las Vegas resident due to him being on parole.
Yeah.
Broadcaster and actor O.J. Simpson was found not guilty on the murders of Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman in Los Angeles.
New Bronco, you guys. New Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm curious whether or not my man
didn't do it.
O.J. Simpson is going to pick up the new white Bronco.
Probably. It's a good slow driving car.
They are not offering it in white.
That's true.
They
actually,
should
are not.
offer it to O.J. Simpson in white.
They should. I think it should come with a free pair of isotoners.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a butcher knife.
Yeah.
All right, 2008, former NFL star and escaped felon O.J. Simpson was now found guilty of charges of kidnapping, robbery, and use of a deadly weapon here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, see, I didn't get it. I think it was definitely an overreaction. I mean, it happened at the Palace Station of all places. I thought that was like a place where anything goes.
Right.
That's probably accurate, though.
Yeah.
I think you're probably like right there.
Yeah.
But he only served 9 years for good behavior.
How long was he sentenced for?
Fuck lot more than that.
Yeah.
Still 9 years, though. 9 years in the clink?
Yeah.
I just wonder what's next.
For something
That's
like
more
that.
than Prison Mike.
He murdered his wife and her lover. He robbed a dude at gunpoint.
No, he didn't. He
Yeah,
wrote a
right.
book called If I Did It, so that's how we know he didn't.
Right.
Yeah, lots of people could have
Why
done
would
that.
you write that book
Right.
if you did it?
Right.
All kinds of people were about to come
Then
on.
you would have wrote the book and it would have been called Yeah, I Did It.
Like,
Or If I Didn't Do It.
They had tons of enemies that were going to murder him anyway. So
And he
Well,
was
yeah.
out at every single golf course looking for the guy that murdered her.
Yeah.
He
I
tried
just
real
saw
hard.
that.
He tried.
Yeah, he did.
That makes
Check
sense.
out, he
Every
got
golf
new
course.
gloves and everything.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, here's the last one. 1962. The first James Bond film was based by the novel by Ian Fleming and starring Sean Connery and Ursula Andress. Premiered in London. Do you know this movie? Do you know the first Bond movie?
A werewolf.
Octopussy.
Werewolf in London.
Werewolf Bond.
No.
Robo Bond. Half cop, half werewolf. All cop.
007.
You said Sean Connery?
Sean Connery.
Suck it, Trebek. James Bond. Suck it, Trebek.
that SNL.
Jeff, you're going to have to help him, buddy.
I don't.
Half spy,
I
half
don't know
werewolf.
what the name of the first one was.
All cop.
But this actually brings up something interesting. Who is your favorite James Bond?
Oh, I don't like James Bond.
This is fun. I really.
Well, I'm not
actually-
asking you to take him out on a date. I'm just asking you who your favorite James Bond is.
Definitely not Pierce.
Not Pierce Brosnan?
No.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. Sean Connery. Though, man.
Sean Connery is great, and I really liked Roger Moore.
Roger Moore was good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Daniel Craig has done a really good job. And there's talks. Do you know who they're talking to now? Could potentially take up the role of James Bond after this last movie?
Please say Will Smith.
Anthony Anderson.
both interesting guesses. They're apparently in talks with Tom Hardy.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course, our
interesting.
friend Jeff answers
Oh,
it
Dr.
correctly
No.
with Dr. No. Sean Connery would go on to play 6 more films
That's
before
crazy.
passing the torch on to Roger Moore.
He did 6 films.
Six Bond
6
films.
James Bond films. That's crazy.
How many women
George
did he sleep
Lazenby
with?
from
I'm sorry?
On Her
How many
Majesty's
women did he
Secret
sleep
Service.
with in those movies?
Many.
Oh, a ton.
Many.
Like probably like legitimately.
Well,
Who
he
could say
liked
no
them
to
shaken, not stirred. So
Who could say no to Sean Connery, bro?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery was the
Nobody
the
would
Burt
say no
Reynolds
to
before
Sean
Burt
Connery.
Reynolds was Burt Reynolds.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Oh yeah. He's
And Burt Reynolds is amazing. And then
Yeah.
Tom Selleck was the Burt Reynolds after Burt Reynolds.
wow. Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds are. I
Preach.
just now realized they're 2 different people.
I know. And I I would have loved to have seen him in the same movie.
Burt Reynolds was married
I thought
to
it was
Lonnie
2
Anderson.
names for the same dude until
Lonnie
right now.
Anderson.
Ouch.
I bet Lonnie Anderson still looks gorgeous.
I bet you she
Like
is.
Heather Locklear.
Oh yeah,
They-
right?
they
Never
don't lose,
ages.
yeah.
Tom Selleck and
Oh.
Burt Reynolds are 2 different people.
Boom.
I feel like I should give
Did
you
you
the.
ever see,
I'll give you the deep one. Here you go.
Nice.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Did you ever see A Fish Named Wanda?
No.
Yes.
That's a crazy ass movie. I highly recommend you watch it. But it's also a very good cast. So
Fish
Tom
and chips.
Selleck.
Fish and chips. Yes.
Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds.
You know
Tom-
what movie I want to watch? I think I may do it when I go home today.
But I blew your mind, right?
Raising Arizona.
Tom Selleck is the Burt
I saw
Reynolds
that one
after
too.
Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds is the Burt Reynolds of Burt Reynolds.
It's just this whole
and then
time.
Sean Connery is the Burt Reynolds of before Burt Reynolds was Burt Reynolds.
Well, no, even more blown is, you know, when,
Boom.
like, you don't see 2 people in the same room. You just assume, like, oh, that's the other dude that's that dude.
Yeah.
And so it just
the two
occurred to me that,
Gallaghers.
like, I was only remembering one of their names at a time.
Oh.
And literally thought they were the same person until just now, and just would forget the other one existed when I'd remember one.
I'm trying to think of who that was in the Wild Wild West. Was that Roger Moore? No.
And you mean? Oh no, that was He went on to do. You're talking the co-star with Will Smith, right?
No, with the actual old movie, the old TV show.
Oh, the old
Wild
TV
Wild
show.
West, and he
Look up Wild Wild West TV show. Yeah, there he is.
You betcha.
Look at that. Look at those mustaches,
Look at all
bro.
those. Look at all of that same guy.
that was
Look
a-
at the stash on
Dude,
that.
that's there's so much masculinity right there. It's just
Well, you know, that's why American movies don't have American males as the lead actor anymore. It's always Australians or European males because there's not very many masculine American males doing theater anymore. Because we don't have a strong culture for it in high school and stuff.
We need more Tom
It's a
Sellecks in
shame.
the world.
Yeah, we need more art in our schools is why.
Yeah.
Because especially when we're the country that makes the
Robert
most money with
Conrad
art.
Robert
is
Conrad, yes.
Is the answer to your question. Thank you, Dusters.
Like America's a marketplace for art of the whole world, and yet we don't encourage it enough in our kids.
Did you ever see that
true.
TV
What?
show, Wild Wild West? Robert Conrad.
No, but I did see
That's what you
Briscoe
wanted me to
County
pull up.
Jr.
You want me to pull
Okay.
up some Wild Wild
I
West?
know. That starred Bruce Campbell.
You got to pull, yes.
Saw Back to the Future 3.
Did you?
Where he went to the Wild West.
Yeah, see?
Which
That's
is
like- that's like
technically,
watching-
it's really Back to the Future 1 if we're being chronological.
Well, if you look in,
If it's a Star Wars
if you
movie,
look
we
at
call
the
it Back to
title,
the Future 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, this is the spider robot movie. Yeah.
It was another one.
So there
that always
apparently
ended
there
up
was a
with-
TV show.
Yeah,
This is where
another TV
steampunk
series.
came from.
Yes.
That's the Will Smith, Kevin Klein.
And he's the one.
Kevin Kline.
He always
Is it
ended up with
animated?
women,
Calvin Klein
women
is
also.
my underwear.
Yeah.
Was there
What's
robots
that?
in this
He always
one?
ended up with women also. A lot.
Who did? Calvin Klein?
No. Well, yeah.
Robert Conrad?
Yes.
Oh.
Did this
Yes,
TV show
tons
have
of
like
them.
weird steampunk stuff too?
I hope so.
That'd be great.
Ricky Delaware. What up, dog?
Now it's a show. Ricky's
We're talking
here.
about 007s. I think Roger Moore is he's the bee's knees. Of course, Sean Connery. He's the OG.
Sean Connery.
Is he actually the OG, or was there ever
There
James Bond
actually
movies
was
prior?
somebody before him, but he never actually played it.
Oh, interesting.
So somebody else was picked out.
Did you know Christopher Lee, the guy who played Saruman in Lord of the Rings? He plays the evil wizard that turns, you know? He was actually supposed to play
Roger Rabbit.
the movie. So he actually knew J.R.R. Tolkien.
Really?
Yes. And he was
He's
supposed
quite
to
the
play
elder gentleman, right?
He was supposed to play Aragorn
Really?
back in the 70s, but the movie never came to fruition.
Wow.
So Christopher Lee, when he found out that Peter Jackson was making it, basically was like, I have to be a part of this. And Peter Jackson basically pegged him for all kinds of information because he knew Tolkien on a personal level.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's why that shit was legit.
Yeah.
So how come 007 has never been African American?
It's true.
I think that's
Why
going to
is that?
happen.
Because
I've been
It'll
like,
probably happen.
They have
soon.
them.
This
It's
whole time.
called 006 and a half.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a totally different code.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
downgraded. But like, I was really feeling like I want this
you ever
like
see Get
urban
Smart?
city
Love
007.
Get Smart was
Yeah,
great.
Get
Yeah.
Smart was dope.
Missed it by that much.
I want a
Agent
Latino
99.
007. That's a real MacGyver. If you have a Latino 007, you're gonna have like a paper clip and a rubber band. Like,
That's who should
breaks
be
you out of
007.
a.
Steve Carell.
Oh,
He'd make a
so
great
funny.
007.
Didn't he literally play Get Smart though?
He did.
Yes,
He did.
it was
Did you
good.
know that J.R. Tolkien was born January 1892?
Oh yeah, I wasn't a young buck.
1892,
when
yeah.
stuff happened.
Man, wow.
Homie's seen a lot. He went from what's a car to cranking a car to
Here's
Mustang.
a television.
Yeah, a television, light, fire.
Telephone.
He didn't know what fire was.
Square wheels on his baby carriage.
Yeah.
Being the Disney guy you are,
Yeah.
have you ever been on Carousel of Progress at Disney?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
that
Great.
I have that.
Yeah, it's
Is
great.
that asshole thing that goes like this?
No.
It's this. Okay, so you start there and this old guy's in a rocking chair and he's got this dog next to him. He's going, "It's a great, big, wonderful world out there. You know, we got this thing called indoor plumbing." And you're like, okay. And he's going, "Yeah, and I'm hearing rumor that maybe there's going to be like a radio or something like that." And he kind of goes around to different things, and it's really cool. Like,
Yeah, kind of shows the
progress of
the evolution. Because it's really funny too, because I think about that sometimes. Because my grandpa he did a lot of stuff for the mob, and he opened casinos, and he helped them launder money. He did all this crazy stuff, right? So
That made you think about like the world progressing and like so much growth has happened since we've laundered this casino money.
right. Well, I'm just thinking like the things that they probably did then, they
Oh, yeah.
probably couldn't do now because of
Oh yeah.
No, it's true.
Video.
It's true.
yeah.
yeah.
Because of so I mean they would have had to have learned to adapt, and they have. I mean criminals have obviously
They would have had to
learned
make
and adapted,
friends.
but
They would have had to make those inside friends. 'Cause
But
you
what's
could thwart
interesting
the
is
tech
what
if
they were
you've got
doing
the-
was considered back then cutting fucking edge.
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
Like the mob were doing things that the FBI, other people couldn't even fathom the
Yeah.
way that they were
They
moving.
had no idea
Right.
what was going
I
on.
mean,
and
it-
they couldn't wrap their head around what they did
It was incredible.
find
right?
out. You know what I mean?
But now we can look back and be like, oh, it's dumb, duh.
Yeah.
It was that easy,
Yeah, it was
George.
that easy. It was that easy.
Well,
that's pretty wild.
You just look at like Aaron Hernandez, how he got
Oh
caught.
my gosh,
you know?
yes.
Like
Yes.
Yeah, with all the
and-
pickles.
Well,
No.
with the video, like they traced him, going okay.
That's true.
Yeah, and like
They
all
literally got the guy's murderer
yeah.
by doing timestamps and watching videos.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed him.
And then back in
did.
the day when hypothetically not to say Ray Lewis,
Right,
but,
right,
but
right,
yeah,
right.
I mean if that would have had the surveillance that we had now,
Would it have been a different?
Yeah.
Would it have been a different story? Would
yeah,
things be different?
or even O.J. Simpson,
Right, exactly. Yeah, boy, that's another good one.
right?
Right? Like, what if technology?
Yeah, what if she had a ring
existed?
cam?
Yeah.
Seriously. Well, it did
Yeah.
happen in front of somebody's house. Mm-hmm. So there easily could have nowadays.
Especially in that
easily could
neighborhood.
have-
Someone would
Brentwood?
have for sure had a ring cam around
Yeah.
and he would have, and he was so impulsive and didn't think things
now-
through that he would have been caught for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And there was, there now we've got traffic cams. They
Mhm,
didn't have those
exactly,
then.
traffic
That's
cams.
a big thing that helps you link everything together.
Well, that's
Bro,
Aaron
that could-
Hernandez got caught on the traffic
Yeah,
cams.
bro, see, that would have changed. That could have dynamically changed
Yeah.
so much.
Right.
When you really think back, you go, oh, fuck. Ted Bundy's another one. He
Uh-huh.
probably would have got caught a whole lot sooner
Yeah.
because he really wasn't that. He really didn't try to hide.
Right.
He just
Well,
was
back
so
then-
nice that nobody suspected.
Right.
I can tell you through personal experiences that once you leave the state, you have different issues and different circumstances and different
I know,
laws
my
that you
rash
have to.
travels to the other side.
Exactly. So you have to. What flies in Nevada may not fly in California, and vice versa. So
Right.
you know the bad guy may have a warrant in California, and California doesn't want to come to Las Vegas to pick him up.
Yeah.
So there wasn't that communication that there is now. Now we have Interpol, all that other good stuff. All the agencies now talk to each other.
Cell phones.
FBI.
Yeah.
You know all
Amber
of-
alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
all of that stuff is now readily available to us, making, obviously there's still crime, but
I just
making
don't know
it
who
far more
Amber is
difficult.
and why she keeps talking to me. That's the weird part.
You can turn that
Amber-
off deep in your phone too, because it's not like you can be sitting in your living room trying to do a broadcast, God forbid, and have your phone even on silent scream about something that's happening on a freeway 10 miles from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go in
Or
your
10
settings and turn
or
that
10
off.
states away.
10 states away. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting stuff. Okay, so
Yes.
So Peter Parker in
Peter
Spider-Man 3,
Parker.
it's happening. He has a new mentor.
Really?
He does.
So it's
gonna blow your
obviously
mind.
not Tony
Not
Stark
Iron
because
Man,
he
yeah.
dies.
It is
Right.
not Iron Man. It is going to be
Thor.
and it has been confirmed now. Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor
I'll be
Strange.
damned.
How right
Huh.
is that?
He is
though?
going to be in Spider-Man: A Trace,
Imagine
That doesn't
Spider-Man
mean that
with
that
like
makes him-
multi-dimensional Spider-Verse
and it says that
powers.
he's going to be his new mentor.
That's gonna be sick.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
He's
it
going
does.
to be able to make
Why
the
does
orb and
Spider-Man
go
need a
through
mentor?
space and time.
Because he's so young.
He's so young.
Tony Stark
Yeah.
started
actually,
him down that road.
In the
Right.
comic books, he actually does wind up getting mentored by Doctor Strange.
Perfect.
In the actual comics in the 70s.
I'll be down.
So I think that's actually pretty dope. Now, I'm going to tie something else into Spider-Man 3. Daredevil.
Oh,
Yes.
Daredevil's Vincent D'Onofrio has basically teased that there is a chance
There's a chance.
that he could be
So
in
you're saying
Spider-Man
there's a
3 as Kingpin.
As Kingpin.
Yeah. Because Vincent D'Onofrio, he was Kingpin in the Daredevil Netflix. And he's basically saying, hey, come
Kingpin
get
He
me.
up
did really
again?
good.
Dude, he was amazing as Kingpin. Hands down, the best Kingpin this world has ever known. Hands down. Did you ever see the Daredevil?
Nope.
Oh, it's good.
You've got, dude,
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
groundbreakingly awesome. It will blow your mind.
I got like this whole list now of things
Yeah.
I got to go home and
It's-
watch.
Oh.
What I love the most about it is it's so gritty and it's so brutal. Like, and the martial arts is fantastic.
Right.
I mean, and some of the shots, you'll know when you see them. Some of the shots they do are so spectacularly done.
I'm going to
that
give
it's-
you
it blows my
a little
mind.
insight. I hope I don't ruin it for anybody, but he's blind.
Really?
That's what makes it so crazy is he's blind.
Yeah, Daredevil is
I thought you meant
he's blind.
I thought you meant Mike was blind. That's why I appreciate all those
Oh.
special
So-
effects.
This is funny, Hank. You don't know this. He knows this. Both my parents are blind.
Really?
Or they've both passed away, but yes, they were both blind. And I grew up in a blind family.
That's very
Nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
My grandfather too might be the first blind programmer.
Really?
Yeah, we can't really
What?
tell. He programmed for the University of Michigan. It made him a special teletype machine and everything
No
to program
kidding.
one of those UNIVAC machines that took a whole room. And he wrote like
Wow.
like attendance code and stuff.
My dad, who just passed away about a month ago, he actually was a computer programmer back in the 50s, and he would tell me stories about how the whole floor was basically the size of like this. Like this now would have been the
Yeah.
whole computer back then.
Like Raspberry Pi could do that
Yeah.
kind of thing in a
It's
Matchbox.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even
like-
your little watch, like
It's like a credit card computer. Yeah.
yeah.
We've got a 1 megabyte. It's massive.
1
Yeah.
megabytes in this
Yeah.
room.
And he did. He would
man.
work on those
Yeah.
computers back in the day. Yeah.
That's
And
fascinating.
he
Yeah.
passed away a month ago. Drink up for your home.
It's in those techniques and what they learned and what they did then is still in play in today.
To blind computer
In-
geniuses
Everywhere.
and superheroes.
Yes.
All these little devices we use have microcontrollers that might be like a micro version of that, but
Like micro
sometimes
machines. I
like
love
running commands and stuff that they invented back then gets fed into that little microwave or smart thermostat or whatever you have. It's still
Mm-hmm.
running like the efficiency of making things run on like 1K or 1 megabyte is still important on these baby computers today.
Yeah.
So where can technology go from here, Mike? I'm very curious to see your think about your insight on this.
Well, North Korea's doing a little poking here and there.
That's the future of technology is North
You want me
Korea.
to I'll be completely honest with you. I think the future of transportation is going to be electromagnetism. I've thought that since I was.
That's scary. I
I thought that since I was 10 years old.
So like beam me up, Scotty, kind of stuff.
I think you're. Well, it's kind of
Oh,
coming to
please,
fruition.
God,
No, you're
no.
talking about
in the form of-
motors.
It's coming to fruition in the form of the
Tesla?
Yeah,
EVs.
Tesla, the EVs, It's coming to life in the form of the hypertrain
Yeah.
that he's making. That's basically going to be done
Absolutely.
completely through just the use of magnetics.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Japan,
The
their
maglev,
train,
yeah.
their train gets up to 280
Exactly.
miles per hour now.
And I think that is really the propulsion that I think we should be looking at, especially if we're talking.
They are for the California
intersolar
one.
system.
Mm-hmm.
I think using magnetics is the way to travel. Personally,
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously not going to take you to light speed, but I do think there's a lot of better movement options out there that you could do with that, with using electromagnetism. I also believe that AR, augmented reality, is coming soon. I think it's going to get to that point where you just like we've got a smartphone.
Right.
Eventually, it's going to be here, and you're not going to be able to get rid of it. And there's going to be stuff that is just going to to be programmed in ads that you're
Good.
not going to be able to
'Cause
bypass.
people
unless you
piss
pay.
me off.
Or
I'd rather
like an
just hang out
apple.
with myself
Right.
and the other people that make me feel good about myself.
But I do believe augmented reality is coming, and I think if AI is truly introduced and takes over, I don't think it'll be like a nasty alien takeover. I think what we'll see is we will see the rapid decline of the human species just by their own doing.
Do you believe that there's stuff out there that the government has limited us, like flying cars?
Oh, absolutely.
And cloning.
The microwave
I'm
was,
quite
was
confident.
government.
Yeah.
The cell phone was government.
Well, don't you
Nobody-
think there'll be people like
jets, the
like
SR-71 Blackbird,
Yeah.
the stealth
Yeah.
Well,
fighters?
Well, in a way, we're kind of already becoming cyborgs with this technology, and what we're losing as far as don't remember phone numbers anymore and stuff like
Right.
that.
It's true.
I
There's
don't
no
remember
reason-
anniversaries. If the machine is doing it better, then what if it's freeing up more mind for us to be like these superhumans that take advantage of it?
It could.
I
But
just
they'll be
think
like super sleepy folks too.
it's just making
Yeah.
us lazy. We're gonna all end up like Wally.
But not
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah, I think
okay,
Wall-E
I'm
is definitely if we allow
Realistic.
I'm lazier as far as like using my calendar and remembering phone numbers, but I'm getting more done and making more money with the tech.
Right.
So if like that's lazy, then I'm just more efficient, I think.
Well, I don't think it's at that level now.
No.
I think it's at the level right now where there's a really good marriage between the
Yeah,
two.
and I think it's going to keep staying married well because people said this in the Industrial Revolution.
And I hope
Like
so.
these women have a washing machine, they're going to turn into fat, lazy slobs if they're not washing the
Let's-
dishes
let's be
themselves
honest.
with their hands, and it's not what happened.
Well, there are some.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, but it's mostly led to like double a
McDonald's.
workforce of people getting stuff done because the
I blame
tedious
McDonald's.
stuff was out of there.
I
so
think
we all
it's
have to
a
do. Blaming
terrible,
McDonald's is so delicious.
terrible
though.
idea. Just this week alone, Clark County School District was hacked. They were hacked, and they wanted a ransom, and the
Right.
ransom was not provided. Therefore, all the
Information,
kids
yeah.
in Clark County School District, their names, social security numbers, date of birth, and their school location was all given out to
Addresses,
the
yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
Address,
Oh,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
Well, I give that out all the time.
My point is, this shit's way too easily manipulated.
But that's look that's not the problem with the technology.
That is.
because
But-
that doesn't
because
happen with
you
your
see-
bank. That doesn't happen
It's
with
just-
anything else
it happens-
professional.
It sure does happen
It's a
with your
problem
bank.
with 20-year-old government systems.
No.
It
It does
happens-
happen with
I
your
think
bank.
right now
It
there
doesn't.
there is always a counterbalance. You've got people doing bad things with it. You've got good guys fighting to.
I like how he
secure it.
points at bad guys
Yeah.
and good guys.
And like helping everyone make money and grow and have less
Where
work
it
to
can
have to
become
do.
problematic is when you finally get rid of the human equation and it's
Yeah.
just the computer. That's
Yeah,
when I
that'd
think
be
things.
scary.
That
that's when
should
I think-
never
I think-
happen.
I think that's when
That's
the
like-
degradation of man will begin. But
Uh-huh.
I don't think we're there yet. I hope we never.
But
get there,
instances where that
We're
happens,
gonna
it's
get
super
there.
dangerous. That's why.
Do you think
we
so?
need
I
to
mean,
keep
that's
a
like
hand on that.
that's like a
I don't know
brain
how we cannot
surgeon
get there.
versus a computer doing the surgery. Who would you prefer doing it? The hand doing it, or the computer doing it?
Well, would you want a computer job or a hand job?
Yes.
I don't know.
The answer is yes. Emma.
Vibrators can do
mean-
something a human hand cannot. Just saying.
like a computer doesn't go out and get the drunk the night before, right?
That's
a
true.
surgery.
Yeah,
true.
that's boom.
Well,
exactly.
that's true too. I mean, look
Computers
at
can
how many. Look at how
identify
many
cancer
pilots.
faster than
Right.
humans now.
Look at how many pilots get tested, and they're like, "Oh shit, you're drunk," or "Oh shit, you got coke in your system. You're not flying."
Well,
Right.
planes have been flown by robots secretively in the
3
background
balloons
for
in your X-ray.
decades now. So, like,
Yeah.
part of
It-
why
it still
aviation is so
takes-
safe is it's been way more automated than people have even admitted.
Pay some yams.
Uh-oh. Yam
All
payment.
right. Here we go. We're gonna pay some bills. Don't go anywhere. We're not.
This is fun.
There you go.
Thank you. This is good.
We're having fun.
Yams.
And if you're not, go to hell.
Hey, Chuck.
Oh, hey, Mike. So listen, the gang is hitting the bar after work. You want to come with us? No can do, bro. The wife is picking me up and we're gonna hike up the devil's rectum. You gotta be kidding me. By the time you get all the way home and change, you'll never make it up there in time. I don't have to go home. I'm just gonna wear what I have on. You can't hike up the devil's rectum in khakis. These aren't khakis, they're 5'11". It don't matter how tall you are, you still can't hike up the devil's rectum in khaki pants, you moron. These are 5'11" pants. You know, 5'11" tactical. They don't make khakis. They make stuff for cops and firefighters in the military. And everybody else. Check it out. Holy crap. I had no idea they made all this stuff. It's all there at 511tactical.com. You know my motto. You have a motto, play hard and look good doing it. Okay, that's just stupid. It's not stupid. It's stupid. You're stupid.
511 Tactical. Play hard and look good doing it. Shop now by clicking the 511 banner on our website, radiovegas.rocks.
Hey everybody, Brendan from the Brendan and Kevin Show here, and I am here to talk to you about the Cush NC noise-canceling headphones from Kicker Audio. Now, I just purchased a pair of these bad boys, and I gotta say, these things are so awesome. And to prove how awesome they are, I have traveled all the way to Germany to this really loud and terrible Polka Fest, and I want to click on this button right now to show you how good they are. So, with this little click, and just like that, all the noise is gone. These things are so awesome, and you can only get them at kicker.com. So I want you to go to kicker.com and check them out. They have some of the best headphones around. So if you're like me and do a lot of audio from home recording, live radio, anything of that sort, go check these out. But Kicker doesn't just do headphones. They got your car covered. They got your power sports covered. They even got your boat covered. Who doesn't want a kick-ass sound system in their boat when they go out to Lake Mead and throw an awesome boat party? So go check them out, kicker.com. Tell them radiovegas.rock sent you. And in the meantime, I gotta find my way home. I don't know how I'm gonna get back from Germany in time for the show. But until then, see you later.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rocks.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Woo, woo, woo. We are back, and we are with Ron Dizzle, the owner of Discount Custom Apparel. Or is it Custom Discount Apparel?
It's Discount Custom Apparel.
Discount Custom Apparel.
DC, DCA.
That's
DCA,
right.
absolutely DCA.
That's right. They call him the Big Dick. DC, Discount Custom.
Decay?
Yeah. Dicka.
So what do you do?
I
Discount
strip.
Custom Apparel.
You strip?
Yeah, I work at
Love it.
Chippendales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now it's a little slow, you know, the whole COVID thing.
It
Yeah.
ain't gonna be. Hold on.
Hey, make it rain up in here. Come on, Hank.
What kind of thong you wearing?
Yeah. A
I
pink,
either got 20s or ones.
pink lacy one.
Fuck that.
I
can go home and get that.
You actually have a shop front right now at Binion's.
Yes.
And so if you want anything Vegas, anything that's got Vegas on it, and you want it like to not have to pay the crazy strip prices, you've got to go see my main man.
Downtown at Binion's.
If you've got a business and you're trying to get, your logo on some shirts, you're trying to make yourself look all swagged out, you need to talk to my man Ron Dizzle here. Because I guarantee you, he has the absolute best prices in town and probably on just the western side of the hemisphere. His prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, easily.
Well, we need to make shirts ourselves.
We do. The problem is I'm not very good with needle and thread.
That's true.
Yeah.
I wonder who could help us out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Discount Custom Apparel.
Oh.
Oh, I caught your laugh too. That was fun.
That was good. Okay, so let's. So some quick news. I'm just gonna throw this out here really quick. Marvel Studios is reportedly in plans to make Deadpool 3, and it will be rated R.
Okay, there we go. Making for
So there's some nudity in there.
Yeah, I'm excited because this is the first
That's-
Marvel project / Disney project that they've said, okay, give it an R.
Well, that was our fear, is that Marvel taking over, and with it being a Disney product, is that they were going to take the R away and make it PG-13, and all of a sudden Deadpool's not Deadpool.
Right.
And on another piece of good news, the Black Adam movie starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson has been taken off the schedule.
Why?
Don't know.
How's Dwayne?
The big D?
Yeah, double D.
Apparently.
Sniffing what Biden is cooking.
It was previously set to be released on December 22nd of 2021. It is now moved to undated.
I wonder why. Did they give a reason?
And they believe it's going to be due to, let's see here, the schedule is already packed to the brim with 2020 delays. It's all but guaranteed the feature will be pushed to 2022, if not later.
Wow.
Johnson has been attached to the movie now for the better part of a decade.
Really?
And he was a big DC fan previously, so that's why he's kind of.
I wonder if he watched any of the movies.
And they just announced Hawkman's going to be joining the set, and they just cast Hawkman, but now it's been pushed back at least another 2 years.
Wow.
But it's going to be dope, you guys.
Yeah,
it's going to be like Endgame 2.
sure of it.
Double gauntlet. A gauntlet for each
It's gonna
hand.
be amazing.
That's 10 stones. That's 10 glowy rocks. Gauntlet for each hand. Gauntlet for each hand. For each hand.
Gonna
for each hand.
take
for
off.
each hand.
Okay, so let's do some news.
Let's do some news.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. It's news, motherfucker.
Oh, that got him.
That got him.
I love it.
That's not the first time.
Nice.
But we love to see
That's
it.
for the guests.
All right, guys, I got some crazy ass news for you today.
Hit me.
Hit it.
Smart, quotation, smart male chastity device can be controlled by hackers, users warn.
Oh, that would
But
be
see,
fun.
that's exactly what I was talking about with the hacking.
Don't wear it to a board meeting.
You can have your car hacked, and all of a sudden you just stop in the middle of the highway. Do you really want some metal underwear being in charge?
Don't
Do
buy
you
a
really?
luxury car.
Do you really?
You won't get hacked.
The maker of a smart male chastity device has recommended using a screwdriver to break it open after warnings it can be locked remotely by hackers.
Yes,
The Bluetooth-controlled cellmate device can only be unlocked via an app. Its manufacturers, the Chinese company
Of course it's Chinese.
issued a...
Bless you.
There's a lot of vowels in this. Vowels are sexy in China.
Yeah, there's a lot of vowels in there.
So if it's the second one, it's really voweled up. That's
Super
how you-
vowely.
You want a lady doing
It's
a lot of vowels.
voluptuous.
Yeah.
Okay, issued a video titled "When Nothing Else Works," showing the screwdriver as the fix.
Oh man, I want an update.
Yeah.
Fixes
There's not like a
bugs.
safety key. It's just like, hey, if your internet goes out and you're like, you don't have a USB charger, your wiener's locked up.
So,
What about any of our listeners? Would you invest in a chastity belt that's men or women? It doesn't really matter.
Belt. It's a manstity
A
belt.
manstity belt. Would you purchase a manstity belt for your mans if you were going away on a trip for a month? Would you buy a manstity belt, and would you trust it? Yes or no? Please give it to me in the comments.
I'd be afraid to get all nasty. What were you gonna say?
So, if you guys been on the strip where you see the guy with the sign that says "Kick
me in the nuts"
for $20,"
Yeah.
It's got to be those, right?
Gotta be.
Got to be a chastity
Gotta be
belt,
wearing
something
a
like that.
chastity.
Something tough, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen somebody pay, and they're like, "Wow, I really kicked that dude in the dick."
Yeah. And he like lifted him way up. You know what I did? This is just me.
You spent $20 too?
I gave him $20 and I kicked him in the leg really hard. And he got, ah! And I said, what, yours isn't down there? Mine is. He didn't appreciate the humor, man.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I
Why did you kick me in the fucking ankle?
I pay the $20, but like, okay, which penis do you want me to kick?
Yeah.
What do you mean you only have one?
And that's when Mike found out.
That guy's only got one penis. Okay.
Hey, when that happens.
So,
Who's
okay,
the
so
alien?
the company's founder and chief executive, Jake Wool, said it was simply not true that users could get stuck in the cellmate, which is marketed to both as an anti-cheating and submission sex play device.
Submission
That sounds
sex play device.
all bad. That sounds all bad.
You don't like any of those words.
Like what a weird fucking market to just
Like,
walk
does it come in
into.
Calvin Klein? I need
there it is.
softness.
I can't even. Yeah.
Like, I'm not
I'm
even.
not pulling that up.
I'm not even entirely
Yeah,
sure.
let's not get kicked out of here, okay?
You're not even sure how it goes in there.
I'm not
And
entirely. Yeah.
so, here's the real question: like, what kind of wife/girlfriend just like slaps that on you before you leave?
Yeah.
Right. It locks
Well,
you up.
when you're very powerful and you don't get a lot of opportunities to have
and
anyone
she
say
beats
no.
him, but it's only once.
Yeah.
And he deserved it.
If no one in your life says no to you, you'll crave a little no sayer. You'll crave some discipline.
Yeah.
God, get you getting Akon, bro. Locked in.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
If you
So,
get
like, if he goes away on a
yacht-
business trip with this thing on, does he ever take a shower?
Yeah, I
This
mean,
thing's
obviously,
water resistant.
it's just got to be. Hopefully, it's not stainless steel. You don't want to get any rust in there.
Right.
Could you imagine getting rust in the pee hole?
Sounds itchy.
And how does he pee?
It's IP65
Well, I mean, you
rated.
gotta.
Sprays everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta let it go like a 2 liter upside down.
You can still aim it. You just can't fillet it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to hit your target. You're just going to hit the floor.
It's like licking a 9-volt battery if you try to get blown with that thing.
All right. So for those who don't know, our Dizzle here is actually quite the billiards player.
Oh, you know how to hit some balls, huh?
I've hit a few balls in my day.
Okay.
He actually won a competition back in like '57. He looks good for his age.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But you did win.
I won the national championships, yes.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
The
only
whole
one
kid
from
can do it.
Vegas to ever win it.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
How about them apples? And that was in 2008?
2006.
2006. I was
Yeah.
close.
Close.
So
Very
let me
close.
ask you something. Do you have to have a couple drinks before you can play well, or do you just jump straight into playing?
I can jump straight in there, buddy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But there are a lot of people I do know they can't play without shooting.
Well, I mean, I have to drink to play well, and it's not that I play well. It's just that
E-dub coming on.
by the time I get to drinking a lot,
Right.
I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God the YouTube is working.
Yep. Yep. What up, E-dub? So, okay. So,
I thought there was some Warhammer going on. What's going on over there?
Dubster wants to know what your game is.
8-ball.
8-ball,
8-ball.
specifically 8-ball.
Yes, 8-ball.
So I had mentioned.
Although I have played 9-ball, but I
Yeah,
won
but-
an 8-ball, yeah.
You won an 8-ball. That's very cool.
Okay. Okay.
So he's a good player. Basically,
So
is the gist.
don't shark against you.
Do you still practice? I mean, do you still play? Or-
I have a table in my house.
Do you
but
still compete or no?
No, I don't compete. I don't play much, but I'm
So-
not afraid to play.
No. So I mean, is it just one of those things where you hit it and then you're like, ah?
Well, so
What
here's
else
the
is there
thing.
for me to do?
It was in a league,
Yeah.
and so what happens is that when
Pamela with the fucking zing, huh?
Pamela, not everyone needs to drink, Hank.
so
Oh, I wish I could say something.
No one is here. Oh, okay. Crystal's letting me know no one's here. So continue.
okay, so basically, it's in a league, and when you win, basically you don't want to play like you're in the championships every night.
Yeah, of course
I mean,
not. Yeah, I mean, you don't
and
want to show your
everybody
hand.
Yeah, but everybody you play wants to step up their game because
Yeah,
they're
to
like,
play
dude,
you.
yeah, dude, he's a national champion. So
It becomes
sucks.
hyper-competitive.
I lost like 38 matches in a row after I won. I'm like, I'm done.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
Nice.
Because it just,
Yeah.
I'm not playing like I'm on the championship and everybody's stepping their game up and you're just relaxed. You just want to
You're
have a
just
couple
done.
beers and have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Just wanted to
yeah.
have
My
have
beautiful
some friendly
wife is
fun.
home with the pups.
So there is no Warhammer
And
tonight.
if
Wait, it's
Minnie
really
Mouse, and Minnie
important.
Mouse, yes.
I
Rico.
have kitchen supplies I need, and there's no one else I trust more to make sure that my kitchen tools are high quality and not some kitchen junk that's going to let me down when I'm about to entertain company. So I look to Krista.
At Time to Bake with Krista.
Time
an
to Bake.
Independent, pampered chef person.
When I look at the
You can
oldest
find
tools
it
in
on
my
Facebook.
kitchen,
I follow her.
Time to Bake
She's
with
got
Krista.
fantastic recipes. My girlfriend's bought stuff from her.
I was opening some
Fantastic
wine,
stuff.
and I was like, "How did this wine opening implement last so long?" And I looked, Pampered Chef on it.
Boom.
That's the stuff that you
And,
can count on.
Pampered Chef just brought Radio Vegas some stuff in the mail.
Boom.
So
Yes, you
they
might
just
as well
got
let
that.
Krista be your gateway to that pampered time
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
If you're looking to restock your pampered your kitchen, or you're just trying to buy gifts for the holidays, she's definitely the one to talk to. Time to Bake with Krista.
More information in the
Independent
comments.
consultant for Pampered Chef. So, you're a good billiards player. I asked you about snooker. You know
Yes.
what snooker is, and I know it's not quite the same, but there are some similarities, right? So there is a man in Pakistan named Muhammad Ikram.
Okay.
He was born without arms. Okay.
It's hot.
That's hard to
He
put your
uses-
finger on something.
He uses his chin to strike the cue ball. What's really interesting
Like his
is
chin against the ball or to the stick?
no stick to the ball.
Oh, that's allowed?
He literally puts balls on his chin. And
Okay.
yeah, and there's videos you can see. The dude is like insanely. Not only is he like playing snooker, he's actually really good and is trying to get on a nation team.
Cool.
Which is pretty. No arms, dude.
I mean,
So there's a guy here
Cool.
in Vegas, at least he used to be in Vegas. His name is George Utley, and he doesn't have arms either. He's only got
Whoa.
like right about here, a little
Wow.
stub.
Right on.
And he actually plays. He was really good. He's an amazing pool player, and everybody that plays him thinks, "Oh, dude," and kicks the crap out of everybody.
does he like
Wow.
use a foot or?
No, he's got.
He
like,
just
yeah,
uses the
he's got a
rotation.
little tiny,
Nice.
lack of a better term, a little nub right
Yeah.
here, right?
It's just
And
like
he-
chicken wings it.
Yeah, and,
Nice.
and basically he puts the cue underneath there, and he just
I
and
love
he is
these.
amazing.
There he
I love
is.
these stories
that.
for not.
I mean-
not using your feet.
Yeah.
Just because you
That's
don't have
incredible.
arms
Oh,
doesn't mean you
Diane
have
says
to
you're
use
a
your
good
feet.
golfer.
I'm
Well, I mean, I don't
Okay,
think
well,
that
what
would
are we
work.
talking about? What's the number? Give me a number. Diane.
69.
Woo!
That's a good number.
Diane,
agree.
I don't know if you heard it earlier. I don't know if you were in, but there's talks. They're talking about making Keanu Reeves Darth Raven. I think Raven, or I can't remember his name now. I don't have it pulled up, but
Isn't
Knights
it a
of the
Star
Old
Wars
Republic.
thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Old Republic. So very, 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 very cool. So I thought
So very
I saw
cool.
that and I was like, I mean, if this guy
that's
can do it with no
amazing.
arms, I don't see why you couldn't do it with two.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a fact. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree.
Revan. Yeah,
This guy's like really
yeah,
handsome
Darth
too.
Revan. So there's talk that they could try to get. There he is. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
George Utley.
I don't know, like, this guy's like really handsome. Like, I'd probably trade my arms to be like in that shape.
The dude he's a genius.
So I
I'm
have
trying
an
to find a video,
employee.
sorry.
His name is Francisco, and he joined the league one
Yeah.
night, and he had to go up against George, and he got beat. He never
Wow.
played again.
That was
He's
it.
like,
Last
he's
game.
like, dude, if I got beat by a guy with no arms,
Dang.
I really suck.
I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. I'm out.
And I wonder how many other people do that.
Okay. So on to some other news. The Sony PlayStation 5 is coming out.
Other news.
The India launch looks like it could be delayed because
no.
it turns out a Delhi guy,
Oh hell.
as in Delhi, the place, owns the PS5 trademark.
Nuh-uh.
Whoops.
Wow, that's
Yep.
smart.
Yep. There's whole set for a global launch, which claims the information comes courtesy of the Mako Reactor, which claims the trademark for the PS5 name in India was filed October 29th, 2019 by Hitesh Aswani, who apparently lives in Delhi almost 3 months before Sony applied for the trademark. As it stands, the filing is currently contested, and even though the company is eventually expected to win the case, the issue at hand could delay the launch of the PS5 in India.
Oh man.
That's genius.
It is.
Yeah.
There's,
It's
Because
good.
they're going to settle.
oh yeah. You gotta settle.
Yeah.
I'll give you the trademark.
Yeah.
We don't have to take the support. I'll give you
Yeah.
the trademark. You just drop me a cool mill or teach me to play snooker with no arms.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, with my chin.
That ended
my
up being
chin.
way cooler than I thought it was.
You know, I'm
going
going
to
to go home
Right?
and try
Yeah.
that, right?
You should.
I am.
It would,
the dude's
it would
gotta
be
have-
my luck. I'd break a fucking tooth.
The dude's gotta have like some strong, cause like you'll see
He
it
uses
like
his
he'll
jaw
like
muscle
sideways,
to
like
hit it,
golf
yeah.
thing, he'll hit it like that.
Yeah.
He'll hit it like that.
I don't have very strong
That's
jaw
nuts.
muscles.
That's nuts and chicken butts.
Besides eating, I don't really have any use.
Okay, so a New Jersey hypnotist is in trouble, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Again?
He was arrested. A New Jersey hypnotist was arrested for giving illegal prostate exams to patients.
To what? To babies?
So I
patients.
hypnotize, but I can also check your prostate, by the way. Added service.
A New
I have
Jersey
a funny
hypnotist
story.
was arrested after subjecting patients to illegal prostate exams They said Robert Buckner, 55. Officers say patients would visit Robert Buckner for hypnotherapy sessions, and he would perform the exams. It was unclear if the patients were under hypnosis.
Oh, it was clear.
During the exams.
Oh, it was clear.
Buckner, who is not a licensed doctor, owns Major Mindset Hypnosis Counseling. He offers services to adults, teens, and children.
Internal hypnosis.
Come on. Come on.
Buckner was arrested and charged with sexual assault, endangering the
too
welfare
much.
of a child, and practicing medicine without a license.
Wow.
Practicing medicine without a license?
Yeah. I know.
So he's not a doctor?
No.
Yeah.
No, he's just
not
a
a doctor.
hypnotist.
What
He's not
the
an,
f-
He's
he's
a
not an
hypnotist.
internal hypnotist.
Have you ever been
He's
hypnotized?
New Jersey's Anthony Cools. No.
Have either one of you been hypnotized?
No, I know that it doesn't
I've
go
been
inside you.
hypnotized
for
4
the most part.
times.
You haven't?
Yeah.
It was all external
Wow.
On
hypnotism,
cruise
right?
ships.
On cruise ships?
Yeah.
You know what?
And a comedy club.
I know Anthony Cools, great guy, good performer. I know there's no
It's real.
no strip going on right now, but if you ever get a chance to see a show, if you ever decide to do it again, great guy, good show. But yeah, there's some crazy stuff. They do wind up doing some crazy stuff with that hypnotism.
Yeah, and it's always about, doing stuff that you like. If you're going to, they want you to murder somebody, you're not going to do that because you're just not in your DNA, right? So if you want to have fun and you're just a wild and crazy guy, then they just kind of, last time I got hypnotized, I spoke Moonese.
Wow.
Yeah, this other guy, they brought both of us up
Did you
apparently.
see a video of this?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it's funny. My buddies were like, dude, you got hypnotized. And we both spoke Moonese, and we were like, I can't even do it now, but blah, 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 like rambling stuff back and forth, and we understood each other. It's
Wow,
yeah,
that's
it's
incredible.
insane. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Well, we
Yeah.
only got about a minute left.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us about yourself just real quick one last time? Tell us how we can get in contact with you if we want some shirts and whatnot.
I never even got to the lady that acts like a horse and makes videos jumping as a
I've seen
an
it.
actual
It's in
horse.
Strange Addictions too.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's in Ripley's Believe It or Not. But continue.
So, DCAshirts.com.
DCAshirts.com.
DCAshirts.com. And we
.com.
do custom shirts for sports teams and businesses. And
You did all the stuff for SEMA, right?
yeah, I do a lot of stuff for SEMA. Yeah.
SEMA's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, SEMA's huge. Yeah, so.
Not
and-
Zima. They're gone.
With the car thingy.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Car thingy.
DCA.com.
DCA Shirts.
DCAshirts.com.
DCAshirts.com.
Go on there, browse.
And find your good stuff, and I'll hook you up.
Yeah. He'll hook it up. All right, folks.
Got
Thank
me
you.
snorting
This
like
was
a
fun.
moron.
Thank you, guys.
Play that outro.
I got it, Hank.
All right. Have fun. Thank you for tuning in to Two Clueless Dudes. We appreciate it. Check us out next week. Make sure you follow us on Two Clueless Dudes.
Incredible things happening.
Incredible things do happen. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on all of it. Come check us out. Follow us. Have fun. Good night. Be safe.
TCD out. Work in progress.
Okay.
We're talking about OnlyFans next.
Yeah, that's where we're headed next. Is definitely the OnlyFans.
Definitely OnlyFans.
This is where I get the exclusive
I
content.
figure we just play nude pickleball.
That's where we do our topless episode for
Yeah.
sure.
But I didn't get to the story
Pickleball.
about-
Hide the pickle.
This is really funny. You're talking about the hypnotist and then the.
Wait, tell us the story on the video because I didn't stop the video yet. Bonus moment.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Bonus
So, I have a doctor, right? His name is Doug. Well, Doug wasn't there.
Doug the doctor.
Doug the doctor.
Don't let this get back to Doug.
Okay. So then there was also Julie, who's another doctor. So one day Julie came in and gave me my, for my 40-year-old, exam.
Yeah.
My complete, yeah.
Oh crap! I'm about to turn 40 and need that too.
Perfect.
No,
Oh,
it's
crap,
not.
perfect.
I'm not excited.
So Julie comes in and she
What's a
goes, "Do you
finger?
mind?" I'm like, "I've seen Julie. Okay, no problem." So she's like, assume the position.
Yeah.
So I'm bent over, and Julie.
I'm afraid
goes,
about what they'll find.
Yeah.
So Julie goes, "Oh, Ron, do you mind if I have a friend?" Swear to God. She goes, "I have a friend who just finished up her doctor, and this is her last little hurdle. She needs to do a proctal exam, and her husband won't let her do it. And do you mind if she comes in and get?" I'm like,
like
"Hell,
it's
the
the
more the
three-way,
merrier."
yeah,
Like, come on
yeah.
in.
Double check, yeah,
While
come
you're
on
in there,
in.
So she came in. Her this other friend of hers came in. Before I knew it, there was like 12 people in there. Like,
wow. So like,
yeah.
Popular.
Yeah. Not at the same time, by the
Like
way.
they never,
okay.
like they've
All
never
right.
been to the ocean.
It's not so bad. They've never been to the ocean.
Yeah, never been to the ocean, seen a starfish before.
Oh, that's powerful. On that note, you guys, stay tuned.